Real quick.
Oh,
Misuki, you know
yeah.
Paddington Bear, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on, I can hear myself. That's terrible.
Oh,
That's awful. I wouldn't want to
sorry.
hear myself. Anyways, yeah, you know Paddington Bear, right?
hmm
Okay, so you know on that Top Gear episode I was showing you, you know which one's Jeremy Clarkson, right?
I think so, yeah.
His parents are the ones that made Paddington Bear.
Oh, that's
They
so cool.
came up with the
Okay.
idea for him when he was a kid.
Ah, that's so nice.
Yeah. I was so surprised when I learned that trivia because I had been watching Top Gear for a bit and I knew of Paddington Bear since I was a kid, and when I found out I was like, what? No way!
That's cool.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the gift sub for Theo. Oh, the three month.
Ah,
Oh,
Sir
good.
Theo has legitimately come to the conclusion that I am
No.
totally a real doctor, with no coercion or bribing involved whatsoever.
hmm. Okay, yes, so we are back with more of the letter. It's been about a month now since we last played, hasn't it? Yeah, so it's
It's
kind
been
of,
too
I
long.
kind of forgot a little bit what's been happening, but I know we're still in Rebecca's chapter. I think it's this file here.
Questionable things being said by Doc. When have I ever said questionable things ever?
But it's good to see everyone here. Okay, let's continue. I don't remember what happened. What happened last time?
We are we are Rebecca with the pink hair. Um, I think what's her face that we were the first time was recently here. Um, Rebecca was probably talking about her parents again.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
how they're like, this blonde rich girl, she's our favorite daughter. She's not your daughter, our favorite daughter. Who are you
Oh, that's
again?
right. That's right.
We're going to go like not be present at home for most of the year again. Bye.
Oh, you and I don't think you can be trusted. Yeah.
I can always be trusted. You should always listen to things that Doc says.
I don't know.
Like the really important fact that Misuki may or may not allegedly have a thing for feet.
No, no, no feet, no feet. Okay, all right. Let's begin. The night wears on without further incident. Start the great number of thoughts swimming inside my head. Wait, no, I don't. I don't. It's like a running like joke for like probably actually like almost the whole year.
There are several past streams that would suggest otherwise.
No, no. My mind has exploded. No, it's not true. No, sis. Why did you have to highlight it too? What the? My goodness. I thought you were beyond such things. I'm very disappointed. Sergio. Okay, like you shouldn't trust what like Doc says. You already said it like earlier too. That he can't be trusted. Someone say feet. No,
Yes,
Carlos.
but have you seen the things I've said so far? I mean, they're pretty trustworthy.
No, I'm not talking.
Look,
I don't
look,
have
look.
a feet
It
fetish.
feet is so important to the Masuki stream
Oh my
that it's
goodness.
pinned. That message is pinned. If it wasn't important to Masuki streams,
Y'all,
why would it be pinned?
y'all against me. Why did you have to pin that? Carlos, why?
Because I'm a naughty rascal.
Oh my goodness. Okay, come morning is only a hush, a strange sort of stillness unlike the ones greeting me every morn. This one's uneasy, tight with anticipation, like a string stretched thin, merely waiting for the proper time to snap. Granted, it doesn't make my day any less pleasant, but the edge is there. And as expected, the second I step out of my flat, it comes apart, broken by the voices of two squabbling adults echoing from the floor below. The quiet was nice while it lasted. Shame. Oh, who's talking
What
right
the
now?
hell were you thinking? uh oh,
Uh,
oh, Lena
oh,
wants to be the other question marks.
He's like,
Can she say 2 words this stream?
a funny thing, I was like talking with her before stream, and I was saying
Yeah.
like, oh, we always keep we always keep asking you to do at least like one word or two. It's
I
okay.
think last time she did too.
Yeah, I think so. I guess I made this mysterious other person. I wasn't.
I think that's still you.
Oh, wait. Ouch. Could you let go? Oh, hello, Lindo. Welcome. Thank you for yeeting into the chat. Two words, yeah. Oh, it is those two. Okay. Then a few seconds
Oh, I
later,
didn't even realize. I thought they would be
random people?
random people living downstairs.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Lindo? Nice. Thank you. Thank you for the hydrate, Doc, and
No.
hydrate. We just
Oh,
started too.
I'll hydrate. I'll hydrate. I'll blink this. Drink
Don't
this
you
blue
don't
refreshing.
No, not the soda one. You had to drink the water. Now, a few seconds later, they both ascend the stairs, with Ash pulling Isabella by her wrist. She struggles as she should, but his hold on her remains firm. Freeing herself means having to draw blood as she attempts to pry his hand off of her other one, or using an unnecessary force to push herself away. Neither of which is better than the other. One could potentially end in an accident, while the other means having to hurt him physically. She has a good sense to realize that, at least. However, it doesn't take the desperate edge in her voice when she answers Ashton's temper with her own. So on they go, none the wiser to my presence.
Do you have any idea how much trouble you could get in?
That's why I'm asking
That's
you. Oh, that's you.
oh,
You two of them, right? That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, you talk to yourself. Go ahead.
That's why I'm asking you for help.
Oh wait, hold on. I had to do the small redeem. Thank you, Cynthia.
Small
I'll be small now. I am
action figure
figurine.
Masuki.
Yeah, I'll just be like this for a little bit. Okay. Aw. Hugs for you too, Lindo.
Is that what you've been doing these past 3 days? Because this doesn't make your case convincing, Isabella. Rose died, Ash. I know. Every single person in Luxborn knows. It's on the damn news. But that doesn't mean... People are missing. Some of those are my friends, and BRC's just covering it all up. And you can't just barge into my office and expect me to do anything about it right off the bat. This isn't a children's game, Isabella. We have procedures. We have to follow protocol. There's red tape all over this case for a reason. Yeah, it's Ash from Pokemon.
Well, he grew up finally.
Misty, we sure as hell don't investigate things just because some stupid letter spooked us. Right, Charizard?
That's a great one.
Come on, Isabella, we gotta catch them all. We're gonna go catch those ghost types down at the mansion.
Oh man.
It's Cinnabar Mansion now. It's not Ermengarde Mansion. It's Cinnabar Mansion.
Yes.
Ash, you have to believe me this time. If we don't do anything right now, more people will. It's been a whole week. This stupid letter prank is getting old fast. I'm sick of it. It was funny the first time, not so much now. You're the only one that can help me with this, Ash. Even Rebecca won't.
Alright, you two are awfully loud. What's going on here? Both of their heads snap up, almost in unison. There's pleased frown on each of their faces, but this is a necessary interruption. You know who's to blame. Potter. What can they do?
This wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for Potter.
Yeah. People still in their units have already taken interest in the commotion, with some taking a peek behind the curtains, while others are bold enough to creak open their doors, if only slightly. If they don't keep it down, pretty soon our landlady will show up. Getting a reprimand from her is the last thing I want to happen. First thing on a Friday morning, even if this is hardly my fault. Well, if you want to continue this, you two better do it elsewhere. You're disturbing other people.
Don't worry, we're done here. No, we aren't. Becca, I looked it up. I called them. I visited some of them, and which you shouldn't have done in the first place. Isabella, you're going to create more problems for us with what you're doing. A team has already been assigned to it. Leave it to us. Your precious team is looking at it the wrong way.
Let's use a Pokemon Go.
Becca, it's not just Rose. There are others.
That last bit strikes a chord, brought strongly at a memory. That vicious smile already etched deeply inside my mind. The image appears clear enough that, at the mere mention of it, I stumble at my own question. What do you mean?
The letter, Rebecca. It's not. It's nothing. If there's really something going on because of that dumb letter, none of us would be standing here. We've all read it, haven't we?
I'm gonna call it Eevee is best. I like Eevee.
Eevee is awesome. All the evolutions are
Yeah.
great. But Rebecca,
Wait, what?
especially Vaporeon, right?
Oh no! My favorite is Jolteon. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go back to Biggs.
You know what? Flareon's actually really cool. I really like Flareon's design. Because Flareon looks so floofy.
Don't de-
Hey! Points finger guns at Sertio.
Oh my...
Sertio gets it. Yeah.
Oh, Jolteon. See? Yeah, Jolteon.
Oh,
I like Jolteon.
Okay. I thought we were doing a thing about it. Mitsuki, I'm sorry. I'm so unsafe.
Oh my goodness. It's okay. We're all saying a thing. Good.
But Rebecca's alive. Zach's alive. I'm alive. So, for the last time, this isn't a curse. Oh my god, I'm being forced to drink.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Doc. Lindo. Oh, nice. Thanks, Lindo.
If I had a Vaporeon here, I would be able to hydrate.
I
don't know what that means.
I have no idea, too. Just
I figured somebody would.
Just list all the water type Pokemon.
Huh?
I said just list all the water type Pokemon.
Let's see. Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise.
I forgot most of them, honestly. It's okay.
The other water starters, that's like 27 more or something.
Yeah.
We'll pretend I counted those. There's a murderer on the loose, and your coworkers happen to be the victims.
Lindo.
Give it a rest, Isabella. It's too early for this shit. Don't you think that's too much for a coincidence? Not so much. Most serial killers follow a pattern. Tell you about it some other time. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, like,
I'm a Squirtle.
Like, a coincidence, I guess you could call it that, but it's like an easily realistic coincidence. Like, for example, serial killers for one.
Yeah.
All those people have something in common, and yeah, serial killers tend to pick people that have something in common. And anyway, coincidence or not, the point is, civilians like you aren't supposed to get involved. You're putting yourself in danger. I wasn't chasing after...
Will both of you slow down and stop arguing for a minute? What's this about your coworkers, Belle?
Becca, please don't tell me now you believe this shit.
I saw some things, alright, Ash? I saw some things. Sure, in a heartbeat, I agree with Ashton. But that's how it always has been. Besides having a very good point. Really, they're the very same ones who'll make every time I ask too many questions. Wait, I'm Mr. Mime? Wait, what?
Why should I not Google Pokemonology
Don't Google
Oh,
it.
because
Why?
oh no. I see. No, I believe you. I don't have to Google it because I believe you. You have a degree in Pokemonology, just like I have a degree in science. All the science. It's real. It
Is
is.
this?
We are
Oh.
doctors. That's true. Yeah. So why is Misuki Mr. Mime though?
Well, I told me it's real, so it is. I see. Fact of the matter is, what he wants to hear from me right now is far from what I've been seeing, sensing these past few days. Exactly. Doesn't matter what Isabella or I believe on our own. Something odd has been happening around me, and that letter she picked up is at the heart of this. I might have seen her. I'm gonna save here. I would
Um.
say,
So
yeah.
so. I don't know which is the correct answer, but I'm pretty sure whichever you pick, you'll piss off one of them.
I know.
If you pick the top one, you'll piss off Isabella. If you pick the
Yes.
bottom one, you'll piss off Ash.
Yes.
So neither one we can get out of not pissing somebody off.
I feel because like Rebecca has seen things, right? I know
Yeah.
like Ashton's gonna get really like mad, but I feel bad, because she's been kind of by herself and no one believes her. Or they've seen it, they don't say anything. Wait, what? No! Oh my god, God of Pokemon and feet? Why?
That's really
No!
important, and I think we have to pin that.
Theo, why? Why would you say this?
Sir Theo is my new favorite chatter.
Oh my. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go with the second one. I'll go,
Alrighty.
yeah. Ash in particular won't be too happy to hear it. Imagining to look his face doesn't take too much effort. His entire posture shifts the moment my reluctance shows. Shoulders tensing, brows furrowing, eyes gaining a sharp edge. Wait, has hidden streams analyzing Pokemon feet? No! Jeez. He's already bracing himself for disappointment. And it will be a disappointment. Not in a million years did I ever believe I'd be saying this either. I might have seen her. The woman Belle's been telling us about. The one she said she saw in the attic. Both of them stare at me like I've grown an extra head. And for a few moments, Ashton looks as if he's about to have a fit. Pause treads at his heels after. A silence thick enough, one can almost hear a pin drop.
You're kidding, right?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Really, Becca. Not funny.
Ash, I'm not lying. Why would I lie about this? It's been this way since the film fest. Past few days have been really odd since we read that letter. Oh, Leah, hello.
Howdy,
Welcome,
Leah.
welcome. Don't mind all the conversation beforehand about feet.
Check the pinned message.
Oh,
it's really important.
No. That's good
just
to
in
see
case you
you.
don't see it, it says Misuki VT is the god of Pokemon of feet. It's established lore.
Oh my gosh. No, it's not lore. Oh my gosh. Also, hello, Mocha.
It's Mocha.
Thanks for the hydrate doctor. Yep.
Mocha, have you seen the pinned message?
Oh my gosh. Stop advertising it.
Just in case you don't see it, it says Misuki VT is the god of Pokemon and feet.
No.
It's established lore.
Thanks for the gift sub.
Here's some
For
gift
Mocha.
subs to prove it.
Why? Why am I here just to suffer?
Oh wait, Lindo doesn't have a sub. Lindo, here's some subs
Oh
to prove
my
the
gosh.
message.
Doc, stop it.
It's totally not a bribe, but if it was a bribe, you might
Oh
think
my
about,
gosh.
condoning my behavior.
Reese's desktop wallpaper is Charizard's toes? No. What about Pokemon feet? Yeah, that's exactly what it's about. But no, I don't. I do not have pictures of Pokemon feet. Thank you, Lindo, for the spray. Oh my gosh. Oh no. What has this chat become?
Oh wait, it's my life. or maybe you're just all feeling under the weather.
I see nothing has really changed. Yes. Thank you for the hydrate, Doc. Leah. Feedback's gotta catch them all. No! Sergio, stop. Yes, Linda was innocent in all this. And then, like, Leah just, like, got here, so, you know. Those two, they're fine. Oh, sorry. I'm not sick. Don't you think I know that by now?
Becca, you're starting to sound like a scaredy cat. Or like Scaredy Cat, because that's his nickname for Becca. I mean, no, not Becca, Bella. I know who people are. I haven't forgotten. I promise you will not finish the dialogue sequence.
Oh my goodness. Trying to have a tangent and look at wiki feet. No, Leah. What? Is that a thing? I hope not, please.
Wait,
Is that a thing?
What?
Is it legit?
Wiki feet? Why is there a thing called wiki feet?
It is? Oh my god, no.
Oh my god.
I don't even want to touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. I can't believe it's real. No. I do not have a account. Why don't you?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you two.
I'm not surprised. I know, Lindo. I'm not surprised too. No, don't make a page for me. Leah.
Misuki is a streamer that is well known for her feedback.
Oh, no.
Here's a link to a clip emphasizing.
Oh my gosh, and you had like all this like evidence, like just like random out of context.
Misuki's foot fetish started in 2002 when it became well known on a what was it? Not Phasmophobia, paranormal sites.
Yeah. Jar Jar Binks feet? Oh my god.
During the stream, Chatters exposed her for purposely dying to the foot coast over and over again.
I can't believe it like started from that. No. Isabella's voice cuts sharply through the conversation, abruptly putting an end to the brewing argument.
It's all my fault.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate and the head pat, Leah.
This is all my fault. I was only hoping I could fix this before any of you I'm sorry for dragging you all into this.
She breathes in, deep, steadying, and in that moment something falls behind her eyes as she looks away.
I'll fix this, I promise.
A quiet resolve. The same one I saw in her that night from 3 days ago. But this time it burns brighter. Even Ashton wavers at sight. When she looks him straight in the eyes, gaze unflinching, gradually his grip on her wrist loosens.
Belle, there's nothing to fix. The problem is... just this once, Ash.
Her voice, though small and lacking any force, stops him. Along with it, every sound, every noise dies around us, a hush descending as if the world is waiting for her words.
You don't have to come with me. But if I don't do anything, I am going to regret it.
She lays a hand atop his. Gentle, pleading, almost intimate if one does not consider the circumstances we found ourselves in.
Please.
Ashton would never tell a soul, would never admit it even to himself, but it's in that short second that his own resolve breaks. Moving forward, I think we should let Lena and Doc take over. The moment his hard edge in his eyes softens, and he relinquishes his hold on her, letting his hands fall limply to his side. Wordlessly, Isabella steps back and runs off, leaving only a muttered thanks and a small, lackluster smile. Only after the last of her footsteps fade away does Ashton move, breaking the silence with one of his sharp exhales before reaching up to pinch the bridge of his nose, in a gesture of frustration and surrender.
Did you really have to tell her that?
What do you want to hear from me then? That everything's fine?
No, I want all of you to stop putting these ideas in her head. None of it is helping. Never mind. Don't worry about her. I'll bring her back here.
He was already poised to leave when my own instinct takes over. I reach for him, gripping his elbow with the same unyielding grip, the action prompted by voices whispering at the back of my mind. Why is there a hidden feet section in Discord? Am I not supposed to see that? What? There's none. I don't know. What are you talking about? He's already made it clear he's not going to believe me, but he deserves a word of caution. He knows where all of this will take us, how all of this will end. He shouldn't be caught off guard, beliefs notwithstanding. Ash, I know you don't believe in those things she's saying, and you know me. And you know me, I'm as less inclined to believe in those things as you do. But I've seen something. There's something strange going on here. You don't have to buy it. If you don't want to listen to me, fine. But please try to hear her out. It's bad enough that Isabella goes off like this without telling anyone. I'm just worried something might happen to her if she keeps at it. Talk to her, okay?
As if she trusts me enough for that.
Doesn't the fact that she approached you first about this instead of me already say a lot? A different kind of trust. Direct implicity and never spoken. Sometimes too big, too fragile to last. I'm telling you there's a feed section, it's lore. No, it's not part of my lore. He's all silent for a long moment as he turns it over in his mind. In the end, all he manages to offer is a small nod before he departs, and a promise to at least listen to her. Without the teasing, the jibes? A favor for me and the least he could do for her. This is as much as I can do for him as well, as I've understood what's happening myself. Tonight, hopefully where this all started, will provide answers I'm looking for. Except the whole thing's off to a bad start, and all of a sudden, whatever Isabella claims dwelling in this mansion becomes the least of my concerns. Of all the cabbies in Lexborn, I have to chance upon the superstitious one. So, not as bad as finding out your car starter refuses to crank on when it was still working this morning, yes. But it's equally as frustrating when you're forced to walk the rest of the way. All because the driver got spooked. Isabella and him would get along so well. I do get his reasons. After all, I've had my fair taste of the bazaar lately. All of which might have been brought upon by that letter Isabella found here. But you think he'd at least be charitable enough to take me a little closer to the house itself? Not at a distance 15 minutes away from it by foot? Good thing I'm not wearing anything too formal or constricting. Otherwise that short walk would have likely put me in a bad mood, long before I have to suffer in a room full of strangers tonight. Is usually napping a lot like drooling over feet? No! No! Oh. Although, this soon proves to be a problem the second the driver comes into view and I near the entrance. Severely underdressed is a total understatement to describe how I look. The car is worth more than my own apartment and childhood home combined. Lined the mansion's front yard, men and women decked out in their best also flock near the entrance. Most are eager for the festivities to start, while some are simply idling about, enjoying the warm afternoon sun before it sets. But once a woman standing at the front porch speaks, their undivided attention immediately shifts to her. Presumably Miss Wright, from the confident manner she holds herself among present company. This, despite keeping a far simpler appearance than the rest of her own guests, while not having her husband beside her. A trait worthy of utmost I can't even talk. Admiration at best. At worst, she's the envy of every woman, the subject of every gossip in Lexborn.
Welcome everyone.
And Mom said we could have been good friends? I can't even picture myself mingling with the kind of guests she has. But I admit she does seem familiar now that I've seen her this close. Memories of sitting in a vanity not mine, being dressed in clothes too fancy for my taste. They flit briefly in my mind, until her cheerful tone rises above the buzz of her enraptured audience again.
Please, make yourselves at home.
I wish I could share her enthusiasm, really. But being surrounded by all this extravagance, for the lack of a better term, really makes me dread how the rest of the night might go. I shouldn't have let Luke's words affect me like that. I should have just gone ahead and asked Ashton like I've planned. If you were here, then I won't have to. Is that me?
Who do you think that is? I have no idea. It can't be. I mean, it can't be Rebecca because it would identify her.
Yeah. Be careful with Shirley? Wait, rest of that thought dies in my mind at once. A moment of astonishment overcomes me before confusion sets in seconds later. It takes another for my body to catch up. Once it does, when I finally turn to see it for myself, this familiar mop of hair that catches my eyes first. Oh, it's Ashton. And there he is, almost at an arm's reach, if it isn't for the guest standing between us. Isn't Shirley like, his car or something? I forgot.
Oh, yeah, that's Ashton's car. That's right, that's right.
Ashton Frey, standing in the Ermengarde Mansion's driveway, when air two how do you say that word? Hold on.
Lackadaisical.
I've never used that word. Okay, thank you. Someone who absolutely misfires of any form or has any business here as far as I know. Wait. The picture it forms is too bizarre for me, and my mouth speaks out ahead of any coherent thought. Ashton? He shovels on his heel with an equally puzzled face. An odd expression flashes momentarily across it once he sees me, though he blinks it away before I can figure out what it is exactly.
Becca? What are you doing here?
I was invited.
Really? I had no idea you're friends with the host.
Well, it's my parents actually, but that's besides the point. What are you doing here? You hate parties.
I still do. I'm just here on behalf of a friend.
Ash traveled across the Pokemon world in a Toyota Corolla? Wait, what? That in itself is weird coming from him. It doesn't help that he isn't even making an effort to spare a glance my way when he answers. Instead, they're focused at some point in the crowd. His gaze darting between people walking past us, until a small frown forms in his face. That's rare. You have someone with you then?
Nope, just me. I won't be staying long.
Well, if that's the case, maybe you and I can...
Chief?
Ashton, what's... Unexpectedly, he places a hand on my shoulder, stopping me mid-sentence. He still has a distracted look on him, except this time, his eyes are sharper. As if he has found what or who he has been searching for among the throng of partygoers earlier.
Sorry, Becca. I need to...
Oops, sorry.
There's something I need to check for a bit. I'll talk to you later. Do you have a ride home?
No, I had to take a cab here. The car wouldn't start this afternoon. But what about...
I told you to get that old thing checked before, didn't I? You can head back with me after this. Anyway, I gotta go. See you. Be careful, okay?
I meet the smile and hastily throws my way, frowning my own. What does he mean by that? But before I can ask, already he has turned his back from me and is walking away, without a single explanation whatsoever. In some desperate effort, I try to catch up to him, if only to know what warranted his sudden departure and his odd warning at the end. Hey, be careful, but what exact? Only for my attempts to be interrupted by a muffled ringing from my pocket. Mom's cheerful voice greets me as soon as I answer. Yes, I'm at the party already, Mom. Yes, I'll say hi to her if I can. Conversation itself doesn't last long. Just a simple hello, reminded to enjoy the party and to send their regards to their old student. But when the call ends and I get to look up, Ashton's already nowhere in sight. With a sigh, and evidently a little disappointment, I tuck my mobile back into my pocket, head inside. There's a feed section! There is not a feed section! Even with familiar company. Although this reading is this somehow we're stepping up to a terrible evening. The party hits full swing an hour later. But the host's opening remark given, still no sign of her husband, the full woman, and the guests promptly fed, the band shifts the melody to a livelier tune. Soon, laughter and the rhythmic tapping of shoes fill this room, all in accordance to lifting strains of music. It seems fun, I admit. Fascinating at certain moments. Flurry of dancers making the music their own, almost with no care in the world. If I were so indisposed, I'd have joined the crowd for a song or two. I mean, have you checked? No, I did not check. There isn't lack of invitations anyway, plenty of them, in fact with some asking more than once. It's only my stubborn refusal that prevents me from joining them. And I can. A single nod is all it'll take, and the evening would have been far enjoyable for me. But pride in my own silly hopes, the thought of being seen with one of them by him, curbs that, as much as I hate to admit it. Because doing so also means outright acknowledging the douche's claims. That he has to be the one to tell me that still sends my blood boiling. I would have preferred someone more agreeable, less of an arse. It's a hard truth to swallow, especially when the very person at the center of it makes denial difficult. Can't even spare me a minute of his attention or a single glance at me the whole evening. Heck, Zachary might have spoken more words to me. The big guy's busy covering the event to boot. But at least he manages to slip in a conversation or two between takes, or a small wave of his hand when he passes by. What's Ashton's excuse? Why so many Pikachu toes? What are you looking at, Sergio? I have none of those. I have none of those. He's been flitting in and out of sight the whole time. One moment he's hanging around a small group, in another he's hovering around the string band. My section? There's... what? I have no idea. I don't know. There's nothing like that.
I saw the feet.
No!
Yeah, how can there be a
It's
feet
there.
section? How could there be a hidden feet section that Masuki hasn't noticed in her own Discord before? That's
Who-
ridiculous.
Who put that in there? Doc, was that you? Did you put that section?
I have no idea. It's very strange. Oh, I think somebody's hacked my Discord. I didn't send those messages there, not at
Oh
all.
my goodness. Oh my gosh.
I definitely didn't go create that section the second that Sertio joked about it. Not at all.
Thank you for the hydrate, Doc Mocha. My goodness. Just a second ago, he's wolfing down some deviled eggs by the buffet table, a glass of wine in hand.
Be hydrated.
Drilling video made me very uncomfortable. Drilling video? What?
I am not putting some of those suggestions in there.
The next thing I know, he's gone. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he doesn't want to meet with any of his friends. Is it because his boss is here? Oh my gosh. Sergio. What's the big deal about that? It's never bothered him before. No! No! Mocha. I swear the next person you ask, I'm dancing the night away with, Ashton can go F himself.
Damn. This is probably Draco Malfoy.
Oh, Draco. Okay. You would catch his eye a lot better if you wore nicer clothes, don't you think? Oh, it's a girl. Oh,
Whoa. Oh,
It's,
maybe it's the pretty rich lady.
I forgot her name. Oh my god. Her voice almost makes you jump. Too focused on the
Gobshite.
Yeah, wandering around the ballroom. My own annoyance to notice. If she's heard any of the profanities I've mumbled, or she's taken notice of my discomfiture. Oh, she makes no comment on it, merely greeting me with a smile when I turn my attention to her. Hannah.
Oh.
Yeah, Miss Hannah Wright gives off a whole different air when she's not speaking to an audience. Homely, a bit too friendly for my liking. But I guess that comes with being raised in such an environment and having to deal with pompous, snooty people. Though I suppose nothing has really changed from years ago. I remember carrying herself in the same manner during that one and only visit. Does she remember any of it? I won't be surprised if she doesn't. It has taken me a while myself. She's probably met a lot of people like little Becky throughout the years, might have already forgotten about me or my parents. People like her thrive on connections after all. Nevertheless, I returned her smile, awkward and stiff as it may be. I didn't realize the housewarming was going to be this fancy. I would have gone with a nice dress if I knew.
Oh, right. I am Miss Right.
Yeah.
Hannah. Yeah. Oh, you're fine, dearie. It's only really the parvenu, those who climb, that come to these parties all dolled up. Quite the black-haired beauty, isn't he?
Wait, do you think Missy goes to McDonald's and licks the screens? That's nasty.
What does it have to do with feet?
It takes me a while to realize who she's talking about. Until Ashton walks by again in closer proximity than any of the times he has done so far this evening. Still without a look of acknowledgement on her way though, even if Miss Wright speaks loud enough to catch the attention of anyone within earshot. Who? Ash?
You know, you really shouldn't have turned down those offers. If I wasn't married, I'd happily go dancing with those young men. But you said a name. Ash. That's quite the exquisite lad you've been looking at all this time. I don't know him, and I'm the one hosting this party. That must mean you know each other. Is he your boyfriend then? Because that would explain those rejections.
Oh. This isn't the first time someone has made that assumption. Almost every student I've had in the past did. Coworkers, more often than not, assume he is. I feel my neighbors also think we're an item. Ashton has ever reacted to those. He's been quite indifferent about it, in fact.
Ashton's a dumb boy.
Still, the heat of a blush shoots up my cheeks, a denial ready, despite wanting it to happen so badly myself. What? No, that's ridiculous. He isn't my boyfriend.
Such a violent reaction. A simple no would have sufficed. Many here would be happy to hear it.
And I haven't been looking at him. It's a Pokemon trainer. I do my best to summon a straight face, but for her good cheer, it easily falters.
That's right, you've been staring. Quite heatedly, in fact. Although I'm not sure if you look like you want to kiss him or kill him.
More of the latter, currently.
Just don't go murdering him on my property. I don't want to walk into a room and suddenly find a body there.
It's infectious in a way. No sooner I find myself enjoying our chat more than I've imagined myself to. While their attention briefly wavers at one point, she remains a good companion. Even more once I've mentioned who my parents are, her face quickly lights up, and fondness graces her face, despite their meeting from several years ago being a short one. But, of course, there are some things you really can't avoid talking about. After all, it's one of the few things I remember her asking me, the moment she spotted little Becky in the room. Do you have a boyfriend? In retrospect, it's an odd thing to talk about as children, when there are loads we could have started with.
Well, what do you count the ghost lady? Does she count as seeing a body on the property?
I think so. Also, hello, mommy. Thank you so much for the
Howdy.
hydrate.
But why did you...
And hydrate Doc too.
Oh.
Hydrate Lena too. Arigato. Thank you.
Yes! Oh, I remember you. You were the cutest little thing with glasses.
I don't want to see a body again. Oh.
And when we met, you were having boy troubles with this lad called something with an A.
I believe I saw the clothes she gave me. Chosen all so I could impress him. And even back then, Ashton's has always been denser than a rock, and that one attempt to get him to notice backfired spectacularly. So sure, he's keen, he's a detective for heaven's sake, but feelings more often than not escape him.
What was it again? Aaron? Alan? Adel? Albert? Alexander? Andrew?
Which makes this whole talk all the more embarrassing. I'm not hydrated, that's good. The more names she lists off, the more my discomfort grows until my smile turns into a grimace. What would she think of me? Here she is, married to a man she most probably loves at that. While I'm still stuck in the same place, yearning for the same person.
Ashton! Ash! That man is that boy! The same one! Oh, goodness me, after all these years? I can see why, though. He's quite dashing.
You don't really need to announce it to everyone within earshot, you know? Keep it down.
I'm so sorry, but it really is cute.
She says that, but for a short moment, a hint of pity flickers in her eyes. I take that as a chance to change the subject before anything more can be said over the matter. I haven't even figured out how I should feel about the things Luke told me. Now I'm getting dragged into a similar discussion. So, this is a nice party, Miss Wright. Though to be frank, I doubt she'd be willing to pass this up. The fact of it has already captured her attention. Fortnite?
Please, Hannah is fine. We're friends of a sort, aren't we? We must be friends, seeing as I know about your little infatuation, Becky. Don't you worry, dearie. You'll have your happy ending yet.
I'm not too concerned about that, am I? That's not what I'm looking for.
Oh? And what makes you think that? Doesn't everybody want their happy ending?
The idea of happy endings sounds like they're just for fairy tales. And they are, sorta. I don't think you can just sit around trapped in some tower and hope for the best. If you love them, you have to fight for it, right? You're not just going to sit there and hope that everything will just fix itself on its own. Like everything, you have to work at it. Oh, like everything, you have to work at it. You know the Fortnite god? What? That's what it is. How dare I preach about something when it's exactly what I've been doing? And then, I go and act as if I'm entitled to any of it. That by virtue of us growing up together, he must return whatever I feel for him. That he's not allowed to look at another, because I'm the one who stayed by his side the longest. When in the first place, Ashton has always been his own person. This is something I cannot force on him. I can only hold on to these, take care of it, till the time comes I can confess it to him. Great if he reciprocates, but if he can't? If he won't? Selfish. I've been too selfish. How laughable that Luke's words still strike true up until now. But what do I know?
I'm sure the daughter of the two greatest professors I've ever known is smart enough to know what she's talking about.
At one point, maybe I would have easily agreed to that. However, the past week, I've also seen changes in the way I view things. As nice as these things sound, it turns out whatever I previously know may not even be true for other people, or for myself. It is sobering and almost funny how things I might have said with much certainty before now has doubts muddying each of them. There'll be time to mull about these later, because in the hush suddenly descends in the room, a whole different issue rears. Especially when effing Luke, strides into the now quiet ballroom, fashionably late, and using with the same pompous mien he always carries around with him.
That's an appropriate reaction to Luke.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gents. Enjoying the party? I hope I'm not too late in welcoming you all to the right mansion. Before long, Hannah leaves my side to join them, and it doesn't take a genius to piece it all together. Welcome one and all to our humble abode. Oh.
I forgot you're Luke.
Yeah, I'm Luke. Tonight, if you have yet to find yourself in your earls, you're all ladies and lords of the count of your king and queen. You'll excuse my presumption. Wait, is that Luke Skywalker? The glow up? No!
Presumptuousness.
Oh, thank you, thank you. So enjoy the feast that has been laid out for your senses as you allow the best to be served. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. His attitude, the manner he carries himself around people, his unfamiliarity with that part of the city. Of Evan course. I should have known. Although I'm partly at fault here, tabloids and the gossip columns have never been really my thing. I should have also expected that wherever Luke Evan Wright is, some sort of drama will sure follow. He seems the kind of person who revels in it. He figures out it'll find him on its own, even when he's not asking for it. Oh, then here's the whole like drama stuff that happened.
Yeah.
It happens amidst the round of applause and hoots that people lagging behind the crowd together does not catch on. Until the cheers turn into several scandalized gasps. Oh no.
I am pregnant with your little bastard! You promised me you'll take responsibility. God damn it, Luke! I finally got you to talk to me after months of silence, and then you do this to me! Oh, what do you mean you're pregnant with... Luke, is this true?
Lies and slander, woman. Security, Johans, take her out here before she makes an even bigger fool out of herself.
No! No! You do not do this to me! I was so ready to leave my stupid oaf of a husband! I told you to leave that damn wife of yours! Look at her! Does she look like she wants a baby? Does she look like she can take care of a baby?
And the commotion doesn't go further, despite the drunk woman appearing like she has plenty more venom to spill. In a little while, security shows up, escorting her out. Apparently she's a chief inspector's wife too? As if this whole thing can't get any more effed up than it already is. What a mess. But the damage has been done, and beyond the repercussions this will bring, I'm more worried about Hannah. Maybe Luke too, in part. I've seen a man that hides behind his self-importance, and it's someone who cares for the person who stands beside him. Luke has been going after like every female.
Luke sees a woman, he's like, I want to sleep with her. It's like literally every woman that he freaking sees is like, I want her.
And no matter how questionable that is now, after all, no anger is worse than that of a scorned woman. He's lucky though, that he's not to be the object of it anytime soon. His wife loves him enough not to believe any of the woman's drunken prattles.
Take that trollop out of here immediately. And see to it that she isn't allowed here or anywhere we hold any authority in Luxborn. From what we've been led to believe, she's just been banned from like half of freaking Luxborn.
Yeah. Hannah's outrage is a strange sight to witness after those smiles and the grace she has carried herself through the entirety of the party. Like this, her eyes burning bright with fury, I don't doubt she can do so much more, ruin a scandalous woman if need be. Shaming her is already an act of mercy, generous enough coming from her.
Everyone, please go back to enjoying the party. Don't let that mess of a woman ruin your night. I don't super know what the meaning of trollop is, but it is a really fun word to say. It's phonetically, it sounds really fun. I like reading it from her.
It reminds me of like scallop.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You heard her. Strike up the band, maestro, and let us dance like fireflies in the night. Yet when she turns to Luke, eyes gleaming with hope, something feels off. Something I can't quite place. Scallop, yeah. Hers is not the face of a person who so ardently loves. There's a lack of tenderness in it, an absence of warmth and sincere affection. It's the kind that constricts, suffocates. Well, that was a mess, wasn't it? And you handled it magnificently.
Wait, was Rebecca observing that about Hannah?
I think so. Yeah.
It happens. We are very important people, are we not?
No one seems to have noticed it, however, and at their command, music resumes. There's a brief lull, a reluctant pause, before the place comes to stir again, but shortly the buzz returns to the room. Dancers have once again taken to the floor, and the guests' excited chatter begins anew. Maybe it's just my imagination? Milady, would you like to dance?
I think that's not Hannah she's seeing.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
Look in the eyes of.
Yeah, she's like looking.
It's the ghost,
right? She's possessing her already at this point.
With pleasure, my prince.
Because I remember, like, she's able to, well, obviously she's able to see her, but she has, like, something. I can't remember what it was. An unsettling feeling in my stomach remains, however. Even as the strained atmosphere dissolves into merriment. Even as I watch the couple lose themselves in the moment. The people around them join them in it. It grips me all the more, and once I leave the hall, the last glimpse I catch of Hannah is her smile. A thin, unearthly one spreading across her soft features. That's not Hannah! The porter closes the door behind me with a soft click, but all I hear from it are the chilling whispers. Those that seem to echo along with another familiar grin in my mind. No? No, no. The rush of fresh air against my cheeks is a little to dampen the nervous edge in my bones. Away from the rush of the party, I just feel bone tired. It's late. I'm conscious nothing of what I've come for, and Ash is nowhere to be found. I'm not sure what pisses me off more. That he ignored me the whole evening and might have just left without saying anything? Or knowing he obviously has some other motive for being here. Can he at least trust his own friends for that? He didn't have to hide it from me. He's not even answering his phone. That man has always been difficult to contact when he's out. But you'd think he'd at least have the decency and keep the lines open if he's going to wander off on a party. One that he happened to attend with his friends at that. I'll let the call ring for 9 more times before cutting it off. No use trying to find someone who refuses to be found. I can go home on my own. I don't need him. I'm gonna just walk there. It's fine.
It's only like miles and
Yeah.
several miles away from Luxborn, isn't it?
Yeah, he could just...
Wait a minute, doesn't it take an hour to drive here from Luxborn?
Yeah, it does.
What does she mean she's walking home? I have no idea who this is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's not Hannah, because Hannah calls her
Becky.
something else, like Becky, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Isabella? Do you think it's Isabella, or do you think it's Ash?
I'm not sure. Maybe either of them? Maybe? I don't know. It's okay, you can just read it. we'll see.
Chat, if you chat you have to guess correctly or you're banned. If you're maybe it's Ash.
Yeah,
if you're done here, let's go. I'll get you back to the city. Yeah, it must be Ash.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Sergio. My mistake. The second his voice cuts through the crisp night air is that I've allowed my noise to get the better of me. Fuming, patience forgotten, I whirl around and march towards him. One accusation after another piles up at the tip of my tongue, ready to be hurled at any moment. There's no hesitation holding me back when I fling it at him. A straight face he keeps so as I do, so doesn't help temper my anger either. It only makes me want to slap some more sense into him. Shouldn't I be the one asking you that?
Becca, I've been waiting here the whole time since the mess in the hall. I told you I hate parties like...
Oh, hi. Hi, Ione. Was grinding away at Ultrakill and Armored Court. That's okay.
Howdy, Ione.
Welcome.
Have you looked at Discord lately?
No, I hope you didn't put anything on there. I know for sure. Making me look at it.
There's nothing new since you last looked, Mizuki. But I don't know if I only seen the hidden category that was accidentally leaked to all the server members.
I missed the chances to go through platform 9. Oh my goodness. Before that, where have you been the entire evening? No, there's no hidden channel. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no air quotes hidden channel. Yeah.
Doc.
There's no secret if you scroll down to the bottom of the channel list.
No.
With my eyes.
No, you did not see that. There's nothing there. How could you, Lena?
It's there.
Oh my gosh, no! It was hands. They were not feet.
Oh, another game! I can't believe I missed another game where Mizuki had something with feet involved.
All of you. Right then and there, I might have forgiven him if he's shown some ounce of remorse for leaving me like that. Maybe he could have looked away, given me a sign that my assumptions might be right. He doesn't even need to put them into words. A single gesture of confirmation is all I need. Rather, what I get is the same impassive look. It's fine, Mizuki. Leah throws puns at me. You receive feet. Is this your cute profession? No! My goodness. He does that whenever he can't disclose anything. He does that whenever he's lying. In the face of it, Amidst the thick tension, a frustrated huff is the only thing I can summon. Be that way. Fine, suit yourself. No more words. After everything I've seen and heard tonight, I'm already too exhausted for those. So, speaking in further, I simply walk past him and stomp over his car.
Oh, is he? That's a
Oh,
that's a hilarious coincidence.
although before I can pull open the door, he calls out, one hand outstretched, a gentle weight on my shoulders. Oh, Doc.
Right. It's my turn. Wait, Becca.
He pauses, his brows furrowing and lips curving into a slight frown. I can almost see the gears turning in his head, while he tries to piece together everything he wants to say. Hey, Conrad. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate, Doc.
Wait, no!
Yeah. Yes.
I was just gifting you a sub. Why did you do that to me?
Oh, thank you for the gift sub too, Doc.
Looks up how to ungift sub on Twitch.
Wow, stuff in that Discord section. There is no hidden section. Please. You're stuck in the same boss I got stuck on? Oh no. Before, perhaps I might have waited patiently for those. He's not a man fond of using words to express himself. More often than not, any gesture of honesty will only come out blunt and coarse when forced. But today, for one reason or another, I simply can't summon that forbearance. Ashton, if you're just going to waste my time again...
Becca, listen. I don't know how else.
That much is obvious. Why don't you just take the whole bloody night? Go on, I can wait until next year. But yet, why don't you just keep it all to yourself like you always do? It's not like...
Rebecca, will you hear me out first?
The silence I can offer him, but whether I believe what he's about to say is still up for debate. A very long debate.
Oh no, Mocha's making me
Thanks,
hydrate.
Mocha, for the hydrate, Doc.
I like how Conrad said, made you hydrate, Doc. Like, made you look.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how else to put this. I'm aware your parents have some kind of history with Hannah Wright, and somehow you're friends with her. But you should stay away from those people for now, especially the husband.
Who? Luke? His expression deepens to a scowl at my mention of the name. Whatever opinion he has, he doesn't immediately voice.
Do you think Ash is secretly Harry Potter?
Yeah, I think so.
He's taking a polymorph potion. That's why he doesn't look like Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Still, something about it has greatly displeased him, evident in the stiff note his tone assumes.
Yeah, he's bad news.
My turn to frown this time. What does he mean by that? I mean, either one. It's like you're questioning him.
It does feel like either one. I wonder which one gets us more information about what naughty, dirty things Draco Malfoy is up to.
Yeah. Care to explain your reasons, maybe? Or what does it have to do with this? When she's making that section her feet masterpiece? No! Theo. It's Potter. Yes, Ash is Harry Potter. I guess maybe care to explain your reasons? Yeah, I'll go with that one. Care to explain your reasons? I've not meant for it to sound as harsh as it does.
Channel is for feet.
My anger and frustration have never been a good match in me, particularly at nights like this. It's not surprising when Ashton drinks back as if I struck him. Oh no! Did I choose the wrong one? He seems hurt.
Oh.
Can I go back?
Oh, I get it. You went. What does he have to do with this? I think she was like, what does he have to do with this? I think that's like how Rebecca said it. Maybe.
Okay, let me see if it does the same. If I click. No, I clicked the care to explain your reasons.
I guess we do care. So I guess the first one is like mocking what he said, and the second one is actually being interested in what he said.
Maybe, I don't know. You think? What would it take for you to check and make sure Doc is
I
lying?
think care to explain your reasons. Also, damn
Okay.
it, I have to hydrate again.
Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate, Doc, Conrad. Uh, I know for sure Doc is lying. I've known him for a while now. I know. Okay. Yeah, I'll go because the first time I chose the second one, and I think you
Oh
did.
wait,
Yeah,
wait. It was the second one you chose the first time,
yeah, it was this
and he
one.
got upset.
Yeah. Let's see with
Oh,
this one.
okay. Then I guess we did the first one.
Oh no, I hurt your feelings. Can I go back? That is me. That's me. Whatever replays in your head over and over, but you can't do anything about it because it happened. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
What does he have to do with this? It's not a question of what merit. The man can be quite abrasive, sometimes downright nasty with his words. He can't simply accuse anyone by virtue of that alone. And it is an accusation, no matter how much Ashton's phrasing downplays their meaning. What right does he have to tell me who I should associate myself with, without even bothering to tell me his reasons at that?
Plenty. Just trust me on this, Becca.
Don't you
He's got
Becca
this.
me?
He's got this weird secret action figure of me that he like yells
kinda weird.
hatefully at, but then he kisses it when he goes to sleep at night. I don't get this guy.
He's kind of weird.
Does he want to kill me or does he want to fuck me?
You
I
both?
don't understand. Both.
On nearly Christmas Day? Oh, very happy, Merry early Christmas. That that doesn't answer my question at all, Ash. You haven't answered any of my questions, in fact. What's really going on here? I want to hear it from him. Hey, yo. If we're gonna go down this route, I want to hear it straight from his mouth. Tell me! Because whatever he thinks of the man, I haven't found any reason why I should be wary of him. Sure, we started off on the wrong foot, but he's a decent guy when he tries. A simple explanation is all I want. Is that really so hard to understand for him?
The situation's complicated.
And he won't tell us until we're on his chapter.
Probably. One mistake and you guys could...
So we're back here again. More secrets? Why can't you be honest to me for once?
He's a dangerous man to be around, Rebecca.
Really? Care to elaborate on that? Because what I've seen, the only dangerous thing about that guy is his audacity to cheat on his wife.
Why are you defending him?
Who said anything about defending anyone?
You know, I'm getting really worried about you guys. First it's Zach, and now you're...
Oh, you're worried? Somehow even that concern feels empty to me, even if it's from him. You care? Really now, if you cared, then where were you the entire party?
That doesn't matter right now. You know I can't simply...
Thank you so much for the tea time, Conrad. Hold on, let me get some tea. We can go for the I have the strawberry boba one. Oh, hold on, it's gonna be like humongo. All right, it's huge. Oh, I just drink a huge cup of it. Thank you. The sweet cup. There's not a sweet cup. Also, thanks so much for the head pat, mommy. It's so big. I know. A big cup. Humongo Wombo. Forget it, Ashton. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about this anymore tonight. Speak to me when you're ready to stop sprouting the same barefaced lies.
Barefaced!
Bear. Ashton jerks back as if I struck him. Oh, he still gets hurt either way. For a fleeting moment, something akin to hurt darts across his features, his eyes start narrowing and hands closing and tightly into fists at his sides.
Oh, he's got the fist.
Yeah. He's still mad. It's okay. Oh, still not mad, still hurt. It does alter low my ill humor, because in the next second, his answer sounds nothing of the apologetic tone I'm expecting from him.
Fine.
A little regret would have been nice. Fine. In my anger, I don't even notice when I've climbed inside his car. Not until after I slammed the door behind me with as much force as I could summon. It's gonna be like an awkward drive back. We follow soon after, and shortly we're on our way back to the city. Yet even with the city's bright lights welcoming us, the dense, somber air from the mansion still lingers. The moon is almost at its highest by the time we reach Salem Well. Even after our respective heads have cooled off, the atmosphere within the car remains rife with unspoken tension. This isn't a problem so easily fixed with a few handshakes. Quite frankly, I don't know what will. Ashton himself has no idea what to do when he alights and dawdles awkwardly in the middle of the car park, unsure. It almost seems like he's having an eternal debate, whether he should say goodbye or mutter another apology. I could have driven him away, purely out of spite, the second I've gotten off. Still, old habits die hard. It's late, and Ashton's flat is on the outside of the city. Irritation might still rear its head every time I look at him right now, but I'm not too cruel to pull him up on another long drive. Especially when he still appears as if he hasn't gotten any rest. You can borrow the couch. I throw the keys to my flat his way before a protest forms on his lips. Although he catches it with ease, he eyes it with a weird expression and shoots a puzzled glance my way. You haven't been forgiven. We're still going to have that talk, believe me. But I'm not about to send y'all on another drive looking like that. It's late. Go get some rest. We're setting aside a lot of loose ends like this, but he appears to have accepted that reason, at least in the meantime. There was a survey in 2007 asking fans which Pokemon feet are best. Trico won for a large majority. Oh, really? Is that legit? Is that true? I don't know what to believe anymore.
I guess Trico does have feet, doesn't he?
Yeah. I don't really look though. He does give me another questioning glance when I shove past him, pulling my mobile in the process.
Where are you going? I thought...
You go ahead upstairs. I need to contact Professor Andrew.
Andrew? Why would you... Oh no. Please. Is this that thing Isabella said this morning? Again? I already gave her my word, Becca. I'll look into this BRC crap. I need to drag the old guy into it.
Of course he's still skeptical. It makes one wonder if he's even seeing anything at all. Figures this curse would stay away from the scoffer. But this is another loose end tonight that I can't just leave alone. Ashton's beliefs notwithstanding. It just so happens that it's the one I can delve into using means more than taking a look at the mansion itself. Ashton, do you really think I still give a who after that stunt you pulled tonight? Google told you?
No? No? But this is...
I spent so many years with him to know this is about to turn into another argument. Before he can finish it, I cut him off with a firm raise of my hand. Look, I don't care. There are weird things happening around here, and yes, it's Isabella's brand of weird. Ghostly voices, strange sounds, and a bloody woman sitting at the back of my car. You don't have to believe me. I no longer have the patience to convince you, so just leave me be, Ashton.
Oof.
He doesn't push it, going quiet instead, although I know he has a whole case of it prepared inside his head. But there's a reluctant shift in his movement when he steps away from my conversation. Short of climbing the stairs, he stops, turns to face me with an expression almost too... conflicted?
Are you really sure
What?
that there was something? That you've been, seeing things?
Yes, I'm very, very certain. Now go. And you better not break anything in there. Last time I let you stay over, it was actually what Belle gave me. You haven't even replaced that one. Does he break everything? He does break last time. Wait, why does Risky have so many tabs of just Dragonite toes? What? Thank you for the
I have been linked
small.
that Pokemon feet survey. I had a quick glance at it.
Is it real?
It's a bunch of screenshots of just like literally any fleeting chance anyone ever gets to see a Pokemon feet is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Thank you,
It's like
Conrad.
somebody was watching Pokemon and they see like 2 frames of Pokemon feet and are like, "Whoa, a woo god!" That.
That's funny. The last of my reprimand goes both unheard and unanswered as he disappears behind the stairs. If things aren't as strained, he might have a quip or two about that, followed by a light banter. Instead, for a long moment, I'm left staring after him. There's something in the way he asked it that nags, coupled with his expression. The whole exchange is just feels unsettling. One that doesn't fade, even as I gather my thoughts and shift my focus on another. Even as I dial Professor Andrew's number. And that is when it clicks. During a long wait for the professor, one stray thought emerges from the unease. Ashton has not intended for his question to be a jibe. It's concern. For what though? For my well-being? The litter's curse? The woman I mentioned? The answers for those will have to wait, however. Finally, the call connects, and Professor Andrew's voice echoes from the receiver. Professor Andrew?
Rebecca, it's late. What can I do for you?
I know, I'm sorry, but this is a bit urgent. I don't think that writing kind of thesis would be less than good to be finished in time. After all, this is a more pressing matter. Our lives might be at stake, and we're still in the dark. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you to do me a favor? Man, Rebecca's chapter is really long.
Yeah.
Just realized. Alright, let me just get back to big. Ooh, too big. Professor Andrew Clark has agreed to meet with me 2 days later for the Luxembourg's public library. He has other commitments, but being a longtime family friend has its perks. I have my parents' connections to thank for that. Oh, thanks so much for the hydrate, Ione, and the stretch, and the hydrate, Doc. Hold on, let me get a little bit of the drink.
Wait, what? No!
No! No, my
Oompa.
jacket! No! Okay, thank you for that. I'm cold now. Of course, I'm not the sort to impose on him often, but the situation is... well, it's not entirely bad, although it does require calling in a few favors from friends like him. Without his signature, I won't be able to gain access to the library's restricted section.
The library is a restricted section?
What does that mean?
I don't
What?
know.
Why is it restricted?
I've never heard of a library actually having a restricted section.
That's weird.
It is weird.
I can't attack Lena, but that's fine. If I want to get more in-depth information on the Ermengarde mansion, that is, not simply what they choose to show to the general public. As much as I hate to admit it, there's always something people censor, and whatever it is, I won't ever find it in the general section. It has to be what they're keeping here, beyond the public eye. The thought of that alone makes me antsy. Thankfully, I don't have to brood about it. Wait, I've seen it. The books contain black magic? Oh, I see. it's all the what is it, the dangerous stuff in that restricted section.
All the books that I would want.
Doc, no.
It's just for science, Masuki. It's okay.
You curse people? No! The Weaver Professor doesn't last long. He never did enjoy making people wait. Likewise, he dislikes people who are tardy. He arrives 5 minutes after I do, greeting me with that kind smile, casual wave of his hand. I haven't seen him in so long, but it appears he hasn't changed much. His familiar presence alone is enough for a fond smile to spread across my face. Professor Andrew.
Rebecca, didn't I say long ago you can drop the professor?
You know I can't possibly do that. Even if I can, it feels disrespectful to call you by your name alone. Black magic is just science. This magic that's a bit
True.
cooler.
Man, Santa Claus really does have a J on.
Santa. Aw.
Both you and Ashton never listen to this old man. Kids these days.
Alright, but just for today, since you're doing me a huge favor, Andrew. Oh, it
I guess you
changed.
simply I guess you simply can't have it all, even at this old age. Yeah, it did change.
Santa be looking like a snack?
That's important.
Oh my gosh. That's important, I will put it there.
But pleasantries aren't what we're here for, yes? You mentioned you needed a permit?
Yes sir, if that's okay with you? Excuse me, sumimasen, not-
More than fine. Anything in pursuit of knowledge, as they say. Yes, Professor Andrew, can I have access to the restricted section?
Yeah.
I'm just pursuing knowledge innocently,
mhm.
not plotting anything.
He hands you the permit without further prompting. Oh, thank you, I guess. And just like he promised, he's also written a recommendation after his signature. This is more than enough to get me to those files. I'm other small things before slipping it into my pocket. Although when I look back up, his brows are furrowed, the very face of curiosity. Not surprising, considering how vague I've been during our little talk over the phone. He's like, can I just have the access? You know, just... Oh, okay, I'm not gonna question it, it's fine. You good, Rebecca. Right then and there, I've decided to tell him if he ever asks. Maybe not all of it, but stuff he needs to know. It's the least I can do to thank him. As expected, true to his inquisitive nature, he asked.
If you don't mind, though. I know you've always been an eager learner, but may I know what in the restricted section that piqued your curiosity?
It's Sir Ermengarde Mansion, sir. He's quick to raise an eyebrow at that, and for a while, I fear he'll take a slip of paper back. Oops, excuse me. Is there something in what I said?
Oops, excuse me, I didn't mean to actually hand you that slip of paper.
Oh no, I accidentally burped.
oh, I didn't even hear it. I guess nobody else would have either. The ones they have out in the general isn't enough?
Andrew has that southern twang. I'm hoping for a more in-depth read, sir. More about the history and the people who once lived there. The general section doesn't have anything much on that.
Why would that be in the forbidden section?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Well, you certainly aren't the first one to be enamored with that place. So you want me to read? It doesn't shock me. The architecture is admirable, and the urban legends are something to talk about.
Thank you for the southern accent.
Why, just this past week, I've got a few asking me about that. Imagine that.
I think an hour might be a little too much to describe our interest in it. But I have to agree, the mansion is beautiful even with the renovations. We kept the stained glass windows too. They are magnificent.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yargy.
Golly gee. Gee willikers.
Excuse me. I was there for a few hours to attend a housewarming party. The invitation was from my parents, but they couldn't make it. My mom used to work as a private tutor for the Evans. Hannah, right?
Ah, I know of her. Her husband too. Who doesn't? The whole town sure knows about her. Golly gosh darn. Luxbourne's most popular couple.
Something falls behind his eyes, the warmth in him suddenly gone, like he's reliving a painful, distant memory and seeing it play right in front of him. Oh, Merry Christmas. It disappears almost as soon as it surfaces, but that look has unsettled something in me. Is something the matter? Yeah.
Nothing much. But you're already like a daughter to me. So if you could, do be careful with the friends you make.
I deliver a gift to that Malfoy fella. Southern Santa. Is this about the rights, sir?
Just a friendly piece of advice from an old man. Don't think nothing much about it. Anyway, I have to skedaddle now. Can't miss my weekly serving of beer claws.
Beer claw. Hold on, I'm gonna put my jacket back on. I'm cold.
Also, bear claws, like the bear on screen.
My claws are not that sharp. Oh my goodness, Ione, please.
What the fuck? The killing curses.
I see.
One day, Draco Malfoy slips up though and bragging about practicing killing curses on the Harry Potter doll, and he accidentally says, "I have to practice the kissing curses on the Harry Potter doll."
Kissing? What?
And then he has to pretend that he's not him, but like somebody polymorphed as him. No. It's not me. I'm really that damn Potter. I'm trying to pretend to be Draco Malfoy. I'm just trying to make him look bad. I gotta go. Say hi to your parents and the detective inspector for me, will you? I wish you luck with all that research, partner.
I will. Thanks for this, Andrew. Andrew gives my shoulder a light squeeze. A gesture a younger me has always appreciated. Quickly crosses the street after. I'm gonna get put in timeout by Lena. I watch him until he disappears behind the door to a cafe, until the doubt swimming inside my head finds a moment to rest. Lena's like, excuse me. Whatever his business is with the rights isn't anything I should concern myself about. But somehow, in the grand scheme of things, now, all of it feels oddly relevant. Thank you, Lena. The how, though, I've yet to find out, and I'm hoping the library will give me the answers I want this time. Thank you. Oh gosh. why? On a gloomy Sunday morning, the library is especially empty. The second floor in particular. I've always considered this place to be a sanctuary, a respite away from the hubbub of the city. As a child, I grew up reading books there, spending hours here to no end poring over the pages, living out fantasies in my head until my parents called me home. Wait, I don't know what Missy probably knows. No. No. Now it feels nothing like it. Science is smothering, suffocating. Even with how clean they've kept the how do you say it? Microfiche?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh, room. How the entire small of it lacks a speck of dust or clutter. Breathing is a struggle for air.
Microfiche is a kind of film. It's used to store basically text data in a very small form. So like basically you in order to reduce if you got text that you want to keep in a library where you're like golly gosh darn, my library is getting all filled up. I don't got room for these texts no more. And you gotta get rid of books, but you still want to have that information on record in your library. You can take pictures of the book's pages with the microfiche, and then instead of a big book, you've got this tiny little capsule of film, and you insert it into a viewer for it, and then you can read it in normal readable size.
Oh, it's cool. I think I've seen something like that. I've never used it personally, but yeah, I've seen something like that before.
It's like the physical version of compressing data.
Ah, okay.
Oops. More hydrate, more suffer, doc. Why?
Hold on. Wait, I'm trying to look at I missed the what? What was the conversation? Your thoughts on this intellectual conversation? I have no comment.
Hagrid asked Misuki to keep the secrets of his feet, you know, to herself. She can't betray Hagrid's trust. There we go, Misuki. I defended you. See, you don't have to answer.
Thank you, thank you. Also, thank you for the hydrate, Conrad. Not far into my stay, I began to long for the noise outside, and perhaps as a way to calm this unease, I start to hum a tune. Imagine that. Why, of all things, it has to be that silly nursery rhyme. I've not an inkling. Don't do that, you're gonna summon her! It does its job, however. It feels low at something far less awkward, far less deafening, and that is enough for a distraction. I have business here. No time for silly daydreams, only important work to attend to. Even there's a possibility of it being fruitless. By some means, it feels like I have to do it. If not for me, then for the people who has been affected by this... What do we even call this? A haunting? A howling prank gone wrong? A curse? All of the above? If Isabella were here, what would she say? Would she panic? Would she be angry I only listened to her now? It all stems from that one moment in the movie house, doesn't it? We could have avoided this had we only taken her warnings to heart. One stupid mistake is all it took to send our normal lives, on a downward spiral. Frankly, I'm no longer sure if I'm angry at myself for it, or the universe is throwing us into this mess. But we can only make do with what little we have, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Do you think there's a toast section and a forbidden section in this library? Going here might not be the right decision, but it's a start. A good start. It doesn't take much time for me to find what I need. Microfiche of old newspapers, long kept in special storage cabinets at the far end of the restricted section. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I think they also did use microfiche to keep archives of
like old stuff, right? Old
printed, well, really old stuff,
Yeah.
especially stuff that maybe is hard to preserve, that tends to deteriorate, unless in specialized rooms, like newspapers. So like maybe you have old newspapers that are hundreds of years old and you're worried about them like deteriorating and becoming unreadable, so you use microfiche to take pictures of them, so that if the newspapers do deteriorate, you still got records of what they said and what they contain.
Okay. Oh my goodness. No!
It can't be a secret if everyone knows.
No. Mocha. Satil, why? The years 1620s and beyond. Before the city of Luxmore even exists in the records, when the mansion has just been built, Nansum is nothing more but a small sleepy hamlet near a river. A lot of pieces are missing. Days, sometimes several consecutive weeks without any records remaining. Often, it goes on for years. Troublesome, but as it is, I'm lucky enough to find anything at all, considering how far I'm looking back. Can't be picky now. Can't waste time mulling over what record keepers of the old could have done to make this a breeze for me. I can still work with this. The faint whir of the micropiece machine keeps me company. Oh, as I go over each slide, each image, hoping for something that goes beyond what the local lore knows. I'm dedicated to this bit. There are snippets, little mentions of the family that once settled in the house here and there. The usual singing of praises for the couple who helped brought up what was once a tiny settlement into a buzzing town. Nothing substantial, nothing I didn't know before. It continues on like this for a good while, to come by the years after their deaths. People at Aslam might have loved Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde, mourned their passing, and held them in high esteem in the years after. But it was their daughter that was remembered fondly by the townspeople. If her parents built this town, Lady Charlotte was the one who made it prosper. Remarkable, considering it was a period of recovery from a bout of plague that killed half the town's population, including her parents. What's surprising, though? Apparently, her time also marked more than superficial changes to the place. She moved things. changed laws, altered old customs and traditions. If they were done on a woman's whimsy, it doesn't say, but she seems capable enough for more than that. Wait, we haven't seen Malfoy yet? But his presence could be felt. He was earlier in the party scene.
Yeah, but he wasn't there for long, and we didn't
Yeah.
take the opportunity to make Potter jokes, really, except... Oh, yeah. Maybe when he shows up again, we'll have a good opportunity for Potter jokes.
Yeah. The gist of it is, the town she rebuilt is what eventually grew to become Luxmorn City, while the nearby Ansem village remained as it was, a relic of the old. A frown swiftly forms in my face. So why is there a need to hide this? One by one, I try to recall every lesson I've gone through, every book, paper, and journal I've read. None of those ever mentioned this. It's always the lord and lady of the house, the endearing child, always an afterthought to those anecdotes, the one who always took her life in the end. Never someone who restored the town from the brink of collapse, or brought new ideas to it. Is it because she's a woman? That pisses me off. Granted, not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Not all aspects of her can be considered admirable. But this is history. Some parts are bound to naturally delve into unpleasant territory, whether I like it or not. Witch hunts, for example, became common near the end of her life, which would have been completely unremarkable and might have gone to become a mere footnote in history if it didn't involve Lady Charlotte and the very slave she saved.
I was thinking the lady at the stake looks like the one at the auction.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the glasses toggle. No, I can't see. Wait, which one is it? I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's this one. Yeah, here you go. Quick, I'm blinder. Oh, that's why you did that. I can't see now. It caused quite a stir, enough to leave almost a week's worth of clippings. Girl was eventually burned, condemned by entire town. At the word of Lady Charlotte alone.
What the hell?
Huh, but this doesn't really have anything to do with this curse, does it? Unless that woman following us and the slave are the same person. Fatal revenge? How cliché. However, with the lack of accurate photographs, it's impossible to tell. Maybe if I squint, the illustration would start resembling her? But in my field, it doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. I'll be the laughingstock of the community. This isn't going anywhere. Mentally exhausted, I take a careful step away from the screen, pressing a palm to my tired eyes. Wait, now Doc has to read all your lines and pretend to be you for an absolutely great impression.
I think the greater feat would see Misuki pretending to be me.
Oh, that'd be very hard. I don't know if I can do it. The lack of ample light in this area doesn't help. A headache already threatens to form at the back of my head, yet I'm nowhere near figuring things out. This is simply too much to take in all at once. I should have asked for someone's help. Now I'm at a dead end. I start gathering everything around me, placing them back in their respective envelopes of storage. The motion is no longer new after volunteering here a number of times. I didn't make much mess anyway, considering the lack of materials available to begin with. I'll have to look out somewhere else. The where remains unknown, though. How do I redeem that? There is none.
Redeem for Misuki and Doc switch personalities.
But just as I'm about to slip the last of the slides in, something catches my attention. My hand pauses. The micropiece are halfway through its protective sleeve. This is one of the few I've set aside without taking a careful look at it. It seems like a gossip column at first glance, but upon closer look, I slide it back to the reader, gently turning the dials and shirts of the page. It takes some time, but once the image becomes clear, they must have had this drawing commissioned for this announcement. I don't doubt it. The details are far more intricate. Their likeness likely closer to how they might have appeared at the time. They're both recognizable this way, closer to those paintings I've seen in the mansion. However, it's the man standing beside her. How do you say his name?
Edward.
Edward. Godfrey. According to the article that caught my attention previously, her first cousin, and eventually her fiancé. Maybe it's the posture, the manner in which he holds himself. Or maybe it's the shape of his eyes, though I can't be too certain about that until I've gotten a better reference. Nevertheless, there is a resemblance. He looks eerily like... My head snaps up, glaring at whoever's running on the floors above. Who's that? Who's doing that racket? Alright, let's put my glasses back on. Any day, I march upstairs and reprimand whoever it is. This is the library, for heaven's sake. Now's the time. I found what I need. Will you autograph some art for charity? I'm charity in the Sicario toes. No! No! Sorry,
Will you autograph the art that I posted in the feet pics that I drew myself?
No. Without wasting another minute, I hit the machine's print button for copy the page, while my other hand moves to put everything back into storage. A ragged exhale slips through me. Relief, perhaps? Maybe this is already exhaustion. Regardless, soon I'm closing my eyes as I wait for the printer to finish. If only to stave off a headache building up from everything. I'm not against it. I just saw the feet, the toes. Sometime I've even begun humming the same song again for comfort. Despite my doubts about this, despite all the tension in my shoulders, this may be a small find, but at least I can start somewhere. We can start somewhere. I would donate a different charity, okay? There's a way out of this. I know it. The printer sputters to a halt. However, its sound isn't what makes me snap my eyes open. Please don't be something. Please don't be something. I knew it. I knew it. A feeling, a chilly rush of air behind my back. Brief enough for something sickening to suddenly lodge itself in my throat while I take in my surroundings. It's that suffocating sensation again. Creeping to every part of me, crawling under my skin. Draining me little by little of any strength. From that day in the mansion. From that brief moment at a school. Without delay, I grab the papers and make a quick beeline for the door. Oh, hello. My whole body freezes. Oh, it's the lady. Hello. It's been a while since I've seen you. Why is there no aircon in the library?
Ooh, can I do this? Can I do this?
Yeah, go ahead.
What are you doing, Miss P?
Beauty. I held my breath, not daring to make any noise. Yo, is that Lena? Lena! For a little while, only the sound of papers crumbling under my grasp fills the room. The excitement from earlier gone instantly. Beautiful lady!
You know, on the ceiling like that, I wish I was that skilled.
True. You just, whoa, you can stick on it.
Yeah, I wish I could see
Spider-
That sounds awesome.
Spider-Woman. Replaced by cold, seeping dread spreading throughout my limbs. More than the fear is the anger. It pains me to hear her using my own student's voice against me. More than once I believed it was really her. But let me just say really quick. She has no right.
Why don't you play with me?
While she hasn't made a move, if there isn't a wall behind me, I'd probably take a step back. Anything to put a distance between us, no matter how small, as long as I'm out of her reach. But I steel myself, because if I do fall back, turn away from her, I'll be left with no way out. I am not dying here. You think you scare me?
Miss P, don't be so rude. I'm waiting.
I'm not afraid of you, you spook. This is one Scotswoman you aren't getting into an early grave without a fight. I'm gonna punch you. Come at me! I expected she'll lunge, prove to me what a monster she is. Instead, all she gives me is a smile, twisted and gnarled. It's as if time has crawled to a stop at the sight of it. Why is this spooky lady also southern? A split-second decision. Before I know it, my body shifts. Eyes closing in anticipation, hand grabbing whatever solid enough on a nearby table and hurling it at her. At a book? Like a huge book? I don't bother looking at if whatever I threw hit its mark. I run. Okay, is it gonna be like a quick time? Better not be. It's been a while since I've seen one.
That wasn't very friendly of y'all.
Southern. Southern. Fasten my legs and carry me. She seems okay, just needs some hydration. Yeah, she
No,
needs some
that's
water.
what water does to you. It messes you
No.
up. Water's evil. Drink only soda.
No, I think that's probably a year's worth of her drinking soda. That's what it looks like.
No, not hydration.
Thank you, sis. Despite my heart threatening to burst out of my chest, but in this maze of bookshelves, the whole place almost void of people. Oh shoot! Where should I go?
Turn back around and stare her down.
Thanks for the hydrate too, Cynthia. I say don't go for the door because I feel like that's a sure way to die. So I think we probably have to head upstairs. Maybe.
I honestly don't know.
I don't know.
Either way is good for me.
Yeah, I'll just save. Yeah, I mean, I gotta save files just in case we die.
Where's the die option?
Yeah, let's go upstairs. There are people upstairs, aren't there? The weekend staff or some volunteer? There should be.
Oh, that's a good point.
Even if it's a Sunday and I'm only here on a special permit, there should be at least one other person manning this place. I heard them a while ago. Of course, I couldn't possibly tell them about this. They won't believe me in the same manner we didn't buy Isabella's stories until it's too late. But I can easily come up with excuses. For now, what's important is I don't end up trapped and alone with her. Safety in numbers, as they say. There's no hesitation in my steps as I race upstairs, ears straining for any signs of sounds of the woman appearing, jumping at me again any second. I can still hear her behind me, the grinding of bones, her whispers as she keeps calling me back. Although it's at a distance. I don't slow my pace, library rules be down. Danged! Because no matter how much I pretend to be brave, we just brush past that. The level-headed one or the tough one, this terrifies me.
I can't believe Masuki said something unsay so. I'm appalled. I am scandalized. I can't believe my wee little ears.
It's like the one time I said the S word. Oh my. This scares me more than anything. This isn't how I plan to die. I'm following. Irony! No!
Twitch, how do I refund all the gift subs I've given today? I can't be seen giving subs to this streamer that says damn.
I'm sorry. But when you get to the 3rd floor, there's no one here. I'm dead. Only science welcomes me, an emptiness that stretches out far too wide, spanning the entirety of the floor for it to be reassuring. And just behind me, somewhere at the foot of the stairs, panic rises up my throat. Oh yeah, I did say that. Yeah. All the way.
You should have said badass. That would have been badass.
No, I said bad butt.
Bad butt. Should have said bad booty.
No other way now but up. So I
bad rumpus.
Yeah. With desperation, kicking in without warning, take 2 steps at a time, tripping clumsily over some of it in my last-ditch attempt to escape. But I know, at the back of my mind, I know all of this is futile. With every footfall, with every ragged breath, with every pounding of my heart, it gets hammered to my mind. And it only becomes clear to me once the door at the end opens.
Misbehaving glutes.
Revealing the vast expanse of Luxborn's early morning skyline, with her treading at my heels, blocking my only way out. Uh-oh, we are on the top. We are at the rooftop. Except the one that greets me isn't who I am expecting. Hannah?
Hannah? Oh.
Oh no.
Randy Rear! Oh, Becky, sweetie. Why would you ever run away from me?
I don't think you look well, Hannah.
She looks perfectly fine.
You're twitching.
Trek up here must be exhausting, isn't it? You poor, poor darling.
Was this the bad end? Did I choose the bad ending? The voice is the same, even the looks. Yet nothing about this Hannah screams of the Hannah I know. She exudes none of the sweetness, cordiality she always has with her, even when faced with people she barely knows. I have not seen what I've seen, heard what I've heard this past week. I'll very likely brush this jarring disconnect to the odd weather. Oh yeah, you know, she's sick. It's alright, it's just cold, a small cold.
Grim sitting cushions.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's why she's twitching, Misuki. She's just cold. It's just the shivers.
You want some medicine? I have a couple of you know, Advil or something.
Hannah hasn't been the same since Montana.
That's a good one, Monka. Thanks for the hydrate doc, Conrad. However, something's off with her, and my mind screaming space
Human.
between us is best kept for now.
Why don't you come here, sweetie? Downstairs with me.
Because the best of both worlds is overrated. I can't.
Oh, why ever not?
Please, Hannah, just leave.
Don't be such a spoil sport, honey. Don't you want to catch up? It's been years since we've seen each other, hasn't it? Don't you miss Big Sister Hannah?
Maybe some other time, Hannah. I'm here on important business.
Important business, she says. Little Becky, all grown up. Now she's learning to meddle. Aggravated ours. Tell me, darling, what did the curious girl find out?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Oh, believe me, it is.
Yeah, Hannah's being very creepy, you know, just the cold is
It
affecting
is
her.
now. Especially if it involves my darling prince.
She laughs, features contorting to something horrid, close to grotesque. Granny Hannah. A twisted little thing, completely removed from the person I've met met not a day ago. This isn't Hannah. She's gone, and this little fact causes me to take a wary step back. Be careful, you're like close to the edge. Since when? She appeared okay in the housewarming party. And as annoying as overbearing I find her husband is, I feel sorry for the... How do you say that?
For the ball hide.
Why?
Do you notice on her phone screen? It looks like she's about to call Ash.
Oh, yeah,
Or she's
yeah.
getting called by Ash.
Oh, yeah. He might be a butthole, but he doesn't deserve this. Hannah doesn't deserve this.
What's wrong, Becky? You look like you've seen a ghost. All I'm asking is what brought you here at this hour. Of course, if you didn't do anything wrong, you wouldn't be having this problem. Yes?
Stay away from me. I use this plea. She even understand a word I say? Can she even? Oh, wait, he might be a glute. All the types of different words say for it. Is she still human in the first place? Somehow I doubt it. Because no human being will ever do this.
You and your friends have become such a nuisance to our lives. So do me a favor, sweetie, and come with me. I promise it'll be worth your while.
And looks like Misky. No! Oh, you said that. Mocha. Excuse me. Simply imagining what she's capable of doing to us. I never want to give her that chance. I'm telling you to back off.
How rude. I'm sure Mumsy Gales wouldn't be happy about that. Please, Be a good girl now.
Her gait is slow as she walks forward. With every inch she draws nearer, even as I pull away to take back what little distance I can between us, the smile on her merely grows wider. A mocking gesture. For me. She may be less of a human now, but I'm pretty sure she's fully aware she's got me cornered. She wouldn't even bother making it here if she isn't. But I can't look away. I can't bring myself to, even as the heel of my shoe eventually hits the edge. End of the line. Trapped. Alone. So this is how it ends, huh? Quietly and without fanfare, surrounded not by a warm breeze but the chilly morning air. No soft footfalls on the empty hallway, within the early morning traffic below, no warm afternoon light. Nothing but the cold pungent smell of death, all underneath a dreary morning sky. How fitting. Yet, amidst all of it, there's a single voice I want to hear. Oh my gosh, is this really? Am I gonna die? Did I choose the wrong choice? If it is, then we can go back. It's okay. If only for the last time. This is the last time, isn't it? Oh my goodness. This is it! Oh my gosh!
Becca?
Hey, did I wake you up?
No, I left you a voicemail, so I thought. Where are you?
Ione.
Yeah, that threw me off. That's why I stuttered when I was reading Ash's line. Because I read what Ione said.
The one I grew up with. We're like, it's a touching moment. Okay.
This touching moment, and Ione's just like, woo-ga, boobies!
I was hoping Ash would leave her a voicemail. Oh no. Who always got better grades than I did without even trying? Thanks, sis. With silly antics I have to put up all these years, who stood by me even when things got tougher. That one person who's been a constant in my life. Ash, do you remember that one time?
The what?
Back in secondary. We joined a contest back then, didn't we? We had to dress you up as a girl and...
No.
What? You looked really pretty. I think I still have that picture somewhere.
Burn it. We're not talking about that again. You promised.
Oh god.
Seriously, what brought this on?
Nothing, just... It's just the first thing I remembered. So weird. Despite everything, my lips curl up into a smile. Faint, a sad little thing on some given situation. Because even at the very end, I know I have this. The casual talk, the friendly banter, talking like how we always would as children. If only I hadn't been too selfish. If only I haven't taken all of this for granted, in favor of my feelings, then perhaps I won't be regretting anything now.
Wow! You're being weird today, Becca. Whatever. Listen, I need you to go home right away. I'm at Salem Well right now, and...
I wish time would simply stop for us. There's still a lot of things I want to say. Things I'd never bothered saying out loud. Things I should have said a long time ago to someone who has always been by my side. But in this moment, there's only one. Thanks, Ash.
Hold on. Did I do something?
For everything.
Rebecca, what?
I'm so glad to have known you.
Wait, what are you... God damn it, Rebecca, where are you?
It's too late! Oh no! A soft click. And I'm closing my eyes. There's a rush of... Oh, am I really dead? Oh my god, okay, I gotta...
Wow.
I am
Wait,
dead!
See it through, see it through.
Okay, yeah, we'll see it through. And then we go back. The sound of the world dimming around me. Like a song coming to an inevitable end.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge
Kylie, is that you?
falling down, my fair lady.
Bad end. Bad end. Alright.
Wait. Keep saying it through.
Alright,
Huh.
we are
What the
going
hell?
back. We're going back.
Wait.
No,
Wait,
no.
Hold on. That image. Wait. What the is... Wait. Hold on, isn't that her husband? Like, is he getting his ass kicked? Why? Why?
This is a pass.
What's with the cats? What
yeah. What's
what
going
the-
on there? Okay, we're going.
Yeah, really?
Okay,
Wait,
hold on.
No, that was the right. It was that.
I don't know if that's
Wait.
the right path. Was it?
I don't know.
I don't. I don't know actually.
Let's
'Cause
reload and
yeah,
see.
I think because I'm dead.
Yeah.
I think,
Wait,
right?
Well, no, maybe. I don't know. She closed her eyes. We didn't see a body. I don't know. Let's reload and see
Okay,
if it looks like she dies more on the other way.
Okay, so I'm gonna save here, and then I'm gonna go back to this one, right? This one.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go to the door. We're gonna run to the door. And if she dies this way, then that means the other one's the
guess-
right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, she died. Can I voice Rebecca now? If there's one inside this room, out of this place, as far away as anyone can get from
Let's
her.
see if she dies more in the other way.
Oh, I can think about the rest of what I can do after I'm outside, where there are other people I can ask for help. When she's not chasing after me like this. There's no hesitation in my steps as I race for the restricted section's door, head downstairs, and go straight for the library's exit. Towards safety, and desperate bid for my life, library rules be danged. I can no longer hear her behind me, but I'm not taking any chances.
I didn't know. I've seen some ways to be more dead than dead.
A breath almost escapes me as I near the door. A little more. Oh my gosh, when out of nowhere, a library cart careens from a blind corner, slams to my sides. My back hits the floor with a hard thud, the impact completely knocking the breath out of me. A copper tang of blood gradually spreads over my tongue as I fight to get my brains back. This is advanced death! No! I force myself to move, even with the excruciating pain coursing through my limbs. The exit's almost there. If only I can... But there's no moment's respite. Next thing I know, there's a heavy weight atop me, and cold digits slide around my neck,
Oh my
tight like a
gosh.
vice. Lena, why are you so close? Pressing, closing in, leaving me gasping for air. Through my blurred vision, I can only make out the hateful gleam, the spite in her eyes as she looms over my body, and the grip on my throat grows tighter. Desperation kicks in. My nails dig into her wrists as I struggle against a firm grip, trying to pry her fingers away. Let go! Let me go! Oh shoot! How did I do that? Wait,
I don't know.
oh, wait, how did I do it? Keep the
I don't
slider.
know.
Wait, how do I do it?
I don't know.
Wait, what? Hold on, I'm gonna skip it because I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry, I cheated. I don't think twice.
Cheater.
I didn't know how to do it. I was like, huh? What? It said to move the arrows, but I couldn't get it to work. My limbs are moving on their own before what I did could fully register in my brain, and my lungs could recover.
Are they
Behind
kissing?
me.
That's not how you do it. Wait, that's not? Oh, that would explain so much.
That's moves. But that's pretty good moves. Behind me, she lets out a cry, sharp, loud, and thunderous against the empty walls of the library. But the fear her wails bring compares nothing to a relief washing over me when I finally make it out. I'm alive!
Huh. Alright, I guess
That was
I
the right
guess
way.
She was dead that other way.
Yeah. My knees buckle as soon as my feet hit the pavement. Its surface cold and hard against my skin. I've only been there for a few hours, about 1 or 2 probably? I don't know anymore. It feels like eternity all the same. My breathing hasn't slowed down yet, and I don't expect it to after going through that. She can still be hit by a car? No!
Yeah, I was thinking, what if like hit by a car in this?
That'd be terrible. I probably look the most undignified creature on a Sunday morning right now. Out of breath, disheveled, slumped here with a bloody lip and all. But at present, I simply can't bring myself to care, even when a few passerbys start giving me a strange looks. It's Lena in the car. Lena, why? Stare at me all you want. I don't give a single poo.
Right.
I'm alive. I'm safe. This isn't the end yet, but I'm safe. Better not be a car like actually coming. And Simon Beg is something to get us out of this mess. Nothing definite yet. I don't want to get my hopes up, but it's still something. If Isabella's here, I'm sure she'll feel the same. She'll even be the first one who'll put her faith on it. Pooh! Wherever this will lead us to is a victory on its own. Now all that's left is to find the others, the rest of us trapped in this bloody nightmare. Ryan Q, as if to answer to my previous thought, my mobile phone lets out a beep. I pick it up, simply hoping it'd be one of them. Only it's a voicemail that greets me. From Ashton. There's a pang of disappointment, of course, but it brings some reassurance that nothing's happened to at least one of them.
Hey, Becca. Call me back when you're free. We need to talk. ASAP.
He ends it right there. The message less than a minute ago. Less than a minute long, curt, and gives nothing away. I let it ease my worries, regardless, and do as he asked. Because this, too, is another triumph for us. One less thing to worry about. I'm alive! Let me save over here.
Hey.
I'm glad. And we are now finally in Ashton's chapter. That's good. We can finally know what he's been doing this whole time.
Yeah.
So there's 2 creepy women in that library? 2 creepy?
I think it was just the one.
Just the one, because she's possessing Hannah. Parties have never been really my thing. They're always such a hassle, and take so much time off my day. Prior plans and commitments cancelled, all for sake of playing along with others.
Welcome! Welcome, everyone!
I say we do the rooftop section again for fun. No! I hated them, even as a child.
Please, make yourselves at home!
But Mom often insisted. She slicked my hair back, put me in one of those stuffy dinner jackets, and if there were any children around, urged me to make friends. Never mind how utterly loud or tedious it was. It was all for the sake of keeping up appearances. To some extent, lies have already surrounded me, long before I'd chosen what I wanted to do with my life. Luckily, there were easy ways to tune everything out, and much to my mom's frustration, I always managed to sneak my CD player along. I kept to myself, and to my music, had my own little world, until I learned to observe. It's a simple matter of awareness, really. And for someone with keen eyes, a skewed necktie or a simple flick of wrist alone could tell volumes about a person. I still don't like parties, especially ones as big and fancy as the Wright's housewarming. However, when there's actual reason to go there, I figure they're not too bad.
Be careful with Shirley, alright?
Besides, like it or not, it's all part of the job. I'm here on a mission. One that has the name Luke Wright plastered all over it. You'd think the man would want to remain how do you say it? Inconspicuous. Thank you. After his name was linked to several high-profile crimes across Luxbourne. Granted, most of it has gone cold over the years. Haven't stagnated without any lead or evidence, but that still doesn't make him any less suspect. Yet here he is, throwing a party in his own backyard. Is he southern? Is everyone southern here? Oh shoot, yeah. Okay, I thought I missed it. Okay. Although having observed a man this past year, I'm not shocked. He craves it. The dang spotlight. Constantly yearns for attention like a neglected puppy. It doesn't take a genius to figure out why he's nowhere to be found in his own party. But that's not the problem here. What pisses me off is how far his reach extends. How close he has creeped into the lives of the people I care about. He's trying to catch a gator? Yeah. Not the gators. Alright, again, like a sudden issue couldn't be rid of. First, Professor Clark. Then, there's Isabella. I also spotted Z-Man here a while ago, and now there's also Rebecca. Apparently. Ashton?
Becca? What are you doing here?
I was invited.
Really? I had no idea you were friends with the host.
That's-
Seeing Becca again reminds me that I was gonna say
Yeah?
Ione, although it was a strange moment to say it, you know. Right.
Wait, I'm confused, what?
Oh, nothing. It was nothing about the rooftop moment.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh no, oh I know what you mean now. Oh, okay, I see. Bonk.
Misuki is so ashamed of us.
Explains things, and makes it difficult all the same. As if getting a contact among the staff to sneak a name to the guest list isn't hard enough. The guy almost ditched me last night. I might have placed another setback in my investigation if it wasn't for my generous tip. Oh my goodness.
Big Manatee!
Then here comes Rebecca, another person to mind. Well, it's my parents actually, but that's besides the point. What are you doing here? You hate parties.
I still do. I'm just here on behalf of a friend.
Being there a common conversation? A necessary lie. I can't bring my own friends into this any further than what they found themselves in. Because if Luke... Was it?
Oh, I was gonna say, that's fair, because there are a lot of people with bangs in Human Echo.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of bangs.
Bangs. Uh-huh.
Yeah, bangs. Yeah.
I'm so confused.
all kinds of bangs.
Big bangs.
So
I
weird.
definitely remember big
Sorry,
bangs.
excuse me.
There's
Sounds very questionable.
big bangs.
Oh
in
my,
Echo.
I see what you mean. Hypothetical bangs? Stare. For shame on you, shame on all
Why
y'all.
are there so many?
Human Echo, is really well-rounded,
Oh my god. Yeah, big bangs, yeah.
Yeah. I think the Big Bangs are my favorite.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. I was waiting for that.
Not the spray bottle.
It's
It's
all
got
three.
water in
All
it.
three. Because if Luke Wright so much as harms a hair on either Zach's or Rebecca's heads, there would be heck to pay. Worrying about Isabella's brief dealings with him is stressing in itself already. I doubt he'd attempt anything in front of other people, though. It would tarnish his glorious reputation, and he values appearances more than anything. I see. Mm-hmm.
That really is true.
It's true.
Feel like the universe was
Well,
created.
why's it gotta be
for
two,
Big
though?
Bang.
Isn't it one Big Bang? Oh my goodness. It doesn't necessarily mean he isn't capable of it, more than in fact. And on the off chance he does something, I wouldn't be responsible for my actions. That's rare. Do you have someone with you then? Oh my gosh.
That's true. That is true. There is a theory that
Oh my
the universe, gets does a big bounce and it comes back.
Oh my gosh.
I really
Thank you for
water.
I
that is my favorite theory about the big bangs and the big bounces.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Nope, it's just me. I won't be staying long.
Well, if that's the case, maybe you and I can... For Zach's and Rebecca's sakes, however, I really hope this will simply be another housewarming. Even though something tells me it's anything but. Call it a detective's intuition or whatever. When Luke Wright's involved, nothing good has ever come of it. I can't let my guard down here. Big jiggles. No! Big crunch, big cold.
Big bounce.
Excuse
Big
me.
bounce, definitely my favorite.
Big bounce. Oh. Even more so when a familiar car slows to a stop, and out comes...
Chief?
My presence here might be odd at best, but I have an excuse. One of this man handed me to me himself a year ago, along with a heavy dose of flattery for the newly promoted detective inspector. Can't exactly say the name for my good old boss, can I? Although to see him here, chatting it up with next one's rich and famous, it's such a big surprise in itself. No disrespect meant, but that guy is obviously a social climber.
I just wanted to say, totally not relevant to what's recently being talked about. Have you guys noticed the quality of the animations in this game?
Yeah? What about it?
Yeah, they're...
No. No. Don't you.
they're...
Don't you. I know you questioned it. I mean, you talked about it last time. I remember. Doc. Shame. Shame on you.
I love I love that at first you're like, oh, it's totally innocent comment about the animation.
I already know.
And then a second later it clicks, no.
No. No, I already know. I remember you mentioned it before. My goodness.
I think some of the characters are better animated than others.
Miss just awooga at big bounces? I did not awooga.
Yeah, the hair really
Nice and
bounces
bouncy.
in animations.
Oh
yeah.
my.
Yeah, you just look at the bangs and you see the bangs bounced, like hair
Excuse me.
really moves like that. It's really well done. They really paid attention to the detail.
We gotta like move on from Rebecca's animation. I mean, like, what
I
character?
personally love paying attention to the details of this game.
I'm sure you do. What is surprising is the fact that he seems all too eager to mingle with a person of interest as wife. Just what the heck is he doing here? Oh my gosh. Becca, move out of the way! Ashton, what?
Just look at that animation.
Oh my.
Sorry, Becca. I need to. I really need to go home and research theories of how the universe started. There's something I need to check for a bit. I'll talk to you later.
She doesn't turn around, otherwise she did turn. Oh my goodness.
Do you have a ride home?
No, I had to take a cab here. My car wouldn't start this afternoon. But what about... What the poo is going on here?
What the shit? I told you to get that old thing checked before, didn't I? You can head back with me after this. Anyway, I gotta go. See you. Be careful, okay?
Hey, be careful about what exact? I don't want to draw attention to myself either. At least not until he's given me proper reason to spoil his little party.
Oh, was I the chief?
I think you are, yeah.
Yeah. So like Hannah is also really well animated.
Suck.
See if you can spot the movement of her hair.
Her bangs.
And her bangs, in this thing. I'm sure it'll come up. Thank you for the invite, Hannah. Husband still missing, I see? I should be saying the same of your... Oh. I should be saying the same of your darling Rochelle, Lee. The doctors again?
For now, the best I can do is wait and remain inconspicuous, especially with Chief here, whose motives are dubious at best. Bang check? Oh, goodness.
You know Chief is here to appreciate the bangs.
Yes. If it means having to pretend I don't know Zach and Rebecca, or forcing myself to rub elbows with people I barely know, let alone like, then so be it. I can't involve anyone. Wandering is out of the question as well, when there are guards and civvies stationed here and there. Sure, getting past them is something I could do with ease, but I'd rather not right now. I'm one of the few snooping and roaming about. Well, when I'm one of the few snooping and roaming about, it'd be best to try and do so once there's a crowd of people. To bang the bangs? Oh my goodness. Excuse me. And if their interior design is drunken claims to be believed.
Yes, well, what about Luke? Should we file a missing persons report now, or do you want to 24 hours? He's around. I can tell if someone's bluffing.
It'll all come down to how well I'll play my cards tonight. With a good hand, this part is going to give me the breakthrough I need to crack Luke right, or something to prove my suspicions wrong. Maybe find out what kind of game my boss is also playing. I have an inkling before, a few hunches tempered down by how much of a bumbling fool the man appears. Misky, what would you rate Hannah's bangs? Both of them. No comment. I'll pass. But one does not simply deal with the rights and get invited to a party they host without wanting anything from either of the two. Or it's the other way around. So, with a last weary glance at the two, I head into the ballroom. I just hope this will not complicate things further. Pooh.
Shit.
By the time the party's in full swing, night has fallen, yet there still isn't a look right in sight. The band can be quite... Oh my gosh, how do you say that word?
Ostentatious.
Okay. But this, frankly, I'm impressed. I don't even know how many... Oh? What if...
Oh, hors d'oeuvre?
Yeah,
I
I think
actually
you said
don't know.
that
It's
right.
French. French is really hard to figure out.
I've already stuffed my face with. That looks pretty good, though. Excuse me. Oh, sorry.
This is earlier, before Rebecca's run-in at the library.
Oh, yeah.
Disco balls out of 10.
Disco
True.
balls. It looks real.
Yes, it is
yeah.
very nice. Yeah.
One too many, probably. The server's already giving me a stink eye every time I saunter over the buffet table. Blame your employer, not me. He's the one who has the guts to show up late. Besides, most of the guests' idle talk is concentrated in this area. Despite standing under the same roof with the very people they're whispering about, some just couldn't resist. Might as well keep an ear out for any useful info. Just like some random guest people.
Oh.
we done?
Is Suarez still fixing that tech problem?
I could be that one.
Oh,
Huh.
okay. Tech problem.
Yeah. Blabbermouth.
It's been there 3 years. Sooner or later, the blighter will put 2 and 2 together. Ha, he might have already.
Real, just like the bangs. If the red tape I'm being slammed with these past few months suggests anything, that or someone has been pulling the strings. I wouldn't be shocked. This case would not have gone this long if Scumbag didn't have a meal of some kind in the force.
Just you. We all know Suarez just wants an out. I knew he was bad news the day the merger with Evans and
Oh, like cut out a little bit.
Glad I did not have to deal with that. But keep it down. Someone might hear. A wife especially.
This kind of negligence has always been an advantage, but sometimes I wish I could be smashed drunk while doing this. Having sharp ears also means you get to hear the most unsavory things. Yep, all you people, terrible. Who cheated on who this week? One person's motive for bashing someone's skull against the wall, or father's excuse for burning his own daughter alive, that sort of stuff.
What the fuck?
Wait, was that last one?
Yeah,
What?
what was that last one? Huh?
What? I thought, like, unless you were, like, interrogating someone, but that was not even. After a few years, it gets tiring. You get desensitized to it. But humans could also be downright awful. Sometimes there simply isn't enough brain bleach in the world. Sadly,
Yeah, right. Roll it back. Hold up. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Can
what was that? What was
can
that?
we listen to that gossip a little harder?
Closely? Hold on. Sadly, the
I
wine
think
is.
that one was a crime.
I think that was too. Sadly, the wine's a no-go tonight, and mostly for show. I won't for another drive later, for one, and I definitely want to be sober in case anything comes up. And something always comes up in assignments like this. Detective Inspector dying of cardiac arrest, for example. Because I can feel the moment my heart grinds to a halt, the second I shift my eyes to a corner of the ballroom.
Hannah Wright.
Why?
Now this scene, I can tell that this scene is going to be immaculately animated.
Someone. Oh no, please. Someone say I'm
Just-
act. Go ahead.
Just like the best art will be on display here.
Doc, please. Some will say I'm acting a touch bit paranoid, and maybe I am. This is a party, and she's the hostess. It goes to say that she'd take time to mingle with her guests. But Hannah writes. Hannah Wright. Evans? Excuse me. Isn't without her fair share of accolades. At least to the public, she doesn't seem like it. Unlike her husband, she's the one with the business sense, not to mention the impressive track record needed to manage a company. Or effectively hide whatever irregularity there might be. She's clean as far as my agents and I have found, but It doesn't rule out possible involvement with whatever her husband's up to. Even with Z-Man's personal opinion of a woman, there are certain gut feelings you really couldn't shake off. Heck, Luke Wright came out clean in previous reports until I bothered to take a deeper look into it. What I found may not be sufficient to bring anyone to trial yet, but it's enough to nurture suspicion. It's maybe a bit of a reaction, but no one lasts long in my line of work by being careless.
You would catch his eye a lot better if you wore nicer clothes, don't you think?
Didn't realize the housewarming was going to be this fancy. I would have gone for a nice dress if I knew. Nothing to be worried about then. She's probably even more careful with appearances than her own husband, having grown up with the spotlight focused on her.
I like how if Ash had just listened to that conversation just slightly longer, god damn it.
Yeah, he did. Nicer clothes. Oh my gosh. Ione. Yet even knowing that, the anxiety stays, has been here since the party started. I brushed it off earlier. It wouldn't feel edgy, right? I've gone undercover in a party hosted by the very person I'm investigating. That in itself is risky, and has plenty of rooms for error. Usually though, the tension passes around the first half hour or so. I've been trained to remain composed in situations like this. Thanks for the hydrate, Doc, Sir Theo.
No thanks.
Drowning hot dog. Fix your bangs for you
Water's so
slip.
bland and boring.
Big your bangs. Oh my god. Excuse me. However, with each second I spend here, it only grows heavier and seeks to overwhelm. An odd feeling that someone is watching me instead. It has been like this since last week, but I should already be used to this. People would be looking at me no matter how small and big of a blip I am on their radar, but that's what they do in these things. But when a feeling of eyes burning into my back lingers longer than necessary. Oh yeah, what's that whispering sound? Must be, my
I
imagination.
wonder.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I've been looking around every now and then to catch the culprit. No luck. Despite my efforts to push the sensation as far down as I could, tiny pinpricks continue to sting the back of my head, and the ghost of a cold touch keeps up my limbs. It's the bangs! Until my gaze switches back to Rebecca and Hannah Wright. Oh? Hey, how you doing? She stands there, dark-haired and dirty, sticking out like a sore thumb. Even so, no one seems to notice. Although she's looking away from me, her mere existence here strikes. Disturbs. A sense of tunnel vision binds while I stand stock still and gape at her, like my life depends on making sure she stays where she is. I feel trapped in her presence, until another guest bumps into me, yanking me out of my stupor. Holy bangs!
Holy bangs. Yeah, from this angle, you can really see the detail on her hair
Oh my
really
gosh.
well. It's truly fascinating, the artwork of the scene. It really.
You're so focused. Wait, oh, there's a jump scare in the corner. Oh, I didn't notice it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm in the way too. There you go. Only then do I
Really
realize. Okay.
See the lines in the hair, you know.
Oh my goodness. Only then do I realize that I've been holding my breath. Before I could figure out what happened, she's gone. A quick scan of the room yields no sign of her. The party continues as if nothing's amiss. I'm the jump scare! I'm not really one to judge, but I'm sure someone like that would not have been allowed in a fancy thing like this. What has the security been doing? Are they really that incompetent for someone so distinct to easily get in without notice? You thought it was just a random person?
I love how Ash is some part of his subconscious was like, whoa, what the fuck is
Yeah.
that? But he doesn't even acknowledge it. He's just,
He's like, that's weird, why are they there?
what the hell? Who let this person in? He's not actually consciously afraid or
Yeah.
anything. He's just like, what the hell? Get out of here.
Thanks for the hydrate doc, Conrad.
Also, that suggests that this might have been like the first time you even noticed the ghost lady.
Yeah, I think so. It's probably he's like, what the heck? What?
Damn it.
Why
Yeah,
did she shower?
Why did she shower? Oh my god, look at her hair. Trash.
Why is she wearing that kind of clothes? It's a fancy party.
Maybe the ghost hasn't been haunting him because he just bullied her.
Yeah. He's just like, I ain't afraid of you. It's like, oh man, I'm
my
trying to
God,
scare
is
you
that
this whole
what you're
time.
wearing? Oh, disgusting. The ghost would be like, you're mean.
I'm not gonna haunt you. I'm gonna haunt your friends.
You're a jerk.
There should have been more, been an outcry by now, particularly from the host. She's been standing almost an arm's length away from the woman, and yet she simply continues her talk of Rebecca. Listen, your drip, -8 out of 10.
Your drip and your bangs are haunted.
My drip, 10 out of 10. Yes.
Oh, the professor. And your little Becky.
My parents couldn't make it since they're in Scotland right now. And Mom says hi, by the way. Is there something in the food then? Now I'm starting to see things? It couldn't have been the wine though. I'm every bit as sober as when I first stepped off my car. I'm going crazy, no? Was it too much of that?
Think?
But why would anyone want to do that? Why would Luke Wright want to do that? He's fishy, but I couldn't see why he'd ever think it'd be a good idea to lace the food you serve at his party. With someone like Chief Lee on his guest list to boot. Let's be real, it's 11 out of 10. I own a fur jacket. He's been linked to narcotics trade, yep.
It's fake fur, right?
I hope it is. However, that kind of tactic is below him, that much I could tell. Unless there's a mass murder waiting to happen here tonight, which I highly doubt. So...
What the fuck was that?
Well, there's no time to look deeper into this, even if I want to. Not when a telling silence comes upon the room and draws everybody's attention to the main doors of the ballroom.
About damn time.
Good. Scumbag. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Appropriate though. This is very accurate.
That's great. Good evening, ladies and gents. Enjoying the party? Just getting beaten up right now, like the unlocked memory. I think that unlocked memory was the old,
Yeah, I think that was in the past.
I hope I'm not too late in welcoming you all to the right mansion. I've been telling this guy for a while now. Before that, I heard stories from previous officers who tackled this case, none of which are pleasant. Mind, I'm not counting the incident with Professor Clark yet. Pleasant is glossing over the gravity of it. While Wright's good at covering whatever shady stuff he's doing, he's shown to be a really rotten guy. At least that's the case when he thinks none of his peers are around to judge him. I lost track of how many counts of verbal abuse and harassment cases the guy could be pinned with. He even tried to make a move on Isabella back in the open house, right in front of his wife. Standing in the same room as him doesn't make you want to punch him any less. Actually, the urge is stronger. For protocols, my case first and foremost. My own opinion of the man shouldn't get ahead of my purpose here. If I want to put him in his place, it should be in a court where all the proper charges filed against him. Wait, I've seen my figure collection? There's this one whose burnt marks won't clean off no matter how much I try. The scar. The scar is
I only talking for Draco Malfoy.
Oh, yeah.
I was so confused. It's such a one-to-one replica of him. Oh no.
That's funny. And I'll only be able to do that once I gather enough evidence to pin this.
I was about to ask Ione
down.
about his figure collection. I was gonna ask if his figures had bangs.
Bangs. Welcome one and all to our humble abode.
Oh, their figures. Sorry, Ione.
Tonight, if you have yet to find yourself in your roles, you're all ladies and lords of... Yeah. It's going through the same. Ready for you said and laid off your senses as you only allowed the best to be served. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. Suppressing my annoyance, I prefer to step away from the crowd. Mr. cheers and claps. Now's a good time as any to move. Trying to find out something that the woman talked about. Just 2 pairs of bangs. Oh, wait. Mechanical bangs, I see. In the first place, I have no plans to actually shake hands with the slime ball himself. A fake smile is plastered on my face while I pretend to listen to one of the other guests gossiping about him, all while slowly inching out of the ballroom. Unfortunately, before I could get any further, the scene again.
Are you feeling ill, Rochelle? Perhaps you need to sit down and...
Rich people only have 2 ways to resolve their mess. Either they quietly deal with it behind closed doors, or they create an even greater problem out of it and just blows up in everybody's faces one way or another. Fun.
Move your arm out of the way!
Ione,
You're right. You're right. There is a huge problem of this scene where you can just tell that there's, you know, some really good animation that the artist put into the middle layer, you know, and some good artwork that they did on the hair that, you know, you can't entirely see because the foreground image and animation is covering it. And I really think that they should have rearranged the scene slightly differently so that we could fully appreciate all of the art of the scene, you know?
Yeah, the art of the scene.
Yeah, and speaking of art, you know, I appreciate that Ione has art books full of bangs.
Oh my god. See, we just got another hidden section in Discord dedicated to bangs. No, I don't. Also, yeah, that's just typical. His face is always like that.
Yeah. And that description, you know, like the way you get when your dog poops in the carpet. Yeah, it really does look like the kind of look he's given. No, shut it, you munter! I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to this scumbag over here. You bloody bastard, standing there with your smarmy smile.
Not even a few seconds in, and this is already proving itself to be a big public spectacle. Why spend money on a television to buy daytime soap operas? You could just go to one of these parties and see the action unfold in real life. You get free food too. Really, if I were an actual guest, I'd just take this as some sort of form of amusement. Wash your tongue! You're on thin ice, Rochelle. Where's your husband? Who even invited you? He's talking like when you talk to your dog. No, stop! No!
There's not a big section in the Discord.
But I'm not a guest who's here for a good time. I need to focus on him, even through this whole sorry tale. So I wait, I listen, I observe.
Wait.
Hmm?
Guys.
What?
Guys, do you see the crowd in the background there?
Yeah? Wait, what am I looking at?
You know, the crowd. Look at look at.
Yeah.
I think that looks like a great party I want to go to.
I have no idea. You better not be looking at something, Doc.
What?
Bonk, bonk.
What could I possibly be looking at?
Interesting, isn't it, though? That's the chief inspector's wife. Okay, we're like fast forwarding. Okay. The morning after starts off quiet. Even the whole of the Salemwell residents seem unusually still. The open hallway, when I step out, is devoid of tenants. No sounds coming from other units either. Nice dress that compliments the bangs. Oh my.
They saw it too. The detail.
It's almost as if something's brewing on the horizon.
Mitsuki, the artist just put a lot of
detail
into these backgrounds. Yeah, and we just want to fully appreciate it. You know, it's nice to give artists appreciation for.
How about
work.
this background? This is a nice background, right?
Yeah. Damn, she's got us. Yeah. Crap. Now we have to talk.
Look at the
real
car.
nice about this background.
Yeah, the
look
car.
at that car. That looks
Some
like
detail right there.
a really a good car. Look at the numbers on the doors. Wow, you can really see the number. You can really read the number way back there. They
Is that
didn't make
Tesla?
it blurry. No, it looks like a good car. It looks like an actually good car.
Peaceful night's sleep still does wonder for the wonders for mood though. I can't even remember the last time I slept without anything urgent interrupting. What's that Tesla doing in the Motel 8? Wait, this is an apartment.
It's not a Tesla. It looks like a. I don't know what car it looks like, but it looks like a good car, not a
Stop a Wu
crappy
game.
ass.
I'm just admiring the backgrounds, like you guys said.
Look at the animation on the sunlight. Wow.
It's pretty nice. It's a
Yeah.
nice break from all the bad news lately. If it wasn't for the insistent buzzing in my pocket waking me up, I'd sleep in. Drinking has stopped before I could move somewhere private, but sleep has also been effectively kicked out of my system by then. Pity. I could use a little more rest until I have to face the other storm. Of course I owe Rebecca an explanation. It doesn't matter if it's the whole truth or another hastily spun tale. Although I haven't really figured out how to go about this yet. Unlike Zach and Isabella, who don't usually ask questions or are content with what little I could share, Rebecca's rather quick on the trigger. No wonder that car is paying so much for a car that he lives in a
Yeah,
Motel 8.
It does look like a fancy car for living in a motel. Maybe they got
Yeah.
it used. It
Maybe.
does look. It looks like, if I had to guess, it looks like a Porsche with the headlights.
I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about cars, but probably excuse me, probably is. That one Motel 8 that's just 10 minutes away from Disney.
Wait, what if maybe they don't stay in the motel? Like, maybe they're just visiting their friend with bangs.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe.
like you do at Motel 8s to visit friends with bangs.
With bangs. Ashton Martin, it's a Honda Civic.
Oh, is it? Damn.
It will have to be set aside for later, though. I like how we're just like questioning what is the car right there.
I like how Mizuki was trying to get us by making us look at the background, and we were all embarrassed. But then, then we see one detail, and now we are legitimately fixated on it.
Hold on, it's his ringtone. Ashton's ringtone. The chief's name stares back at me, almost as if it's mocking me. Sad. It would have been nice to just chill after last night, or maybe half listen to the news. Okay, he should pick it up now. I'm sure it's the same thing I've been hearing lately. Still beats standing outside in the chilly Luxembourg morning on the phone with my boss. Sighing, I answer it, only to get this over with.
Frey, where are you right now?
It's his ringtone. He rapped it. He's saying oh my gosh. Now that's a tone I didn't expect from him at this hour. Another reason you're not good enough to haunt me.
Just dissing the ghost who gets a call. Maybe if you have a ringtone as cool as mine, then maybe you can haunt me a little. But
maybe just a little.
Until then, you are not good enough to haunt me.
You're
dirty, you're
dripless.
dripless.
Just thinking how this will go already gives me a headache. Immediately I reach up and pinch the bridge of my nose to stave it off.
This is why I don't ever drink myself senseless. What was that? Nothing, Chief. Pleasant morning to you too.
I thought I was doing ringtone with the Pokemon theme, and now your ringtone doesn't even tell you you're pretty cool for an Asian guy. He's probably calling to rig on me and complain about his wife, which is really none of my business, unless it affects my case. It seems like the usual rich man cheats on wife deal. Although I would have followed up on it, if it were somebody else's wife. But figuring it's the Chief's, hey, I trust him to come clean if the missus is related to the right's shady dealings. This is why I left before they even hauled the woman out last night. I'm not going to go around investigating cheating husbands and wives when it's probably just that. Oh, thank you so much for the stretch, Ione, and the hydrate. The hydrate doc, too.
No! Honey, I thought we were like on the same team. Why are you hydrating me?
Well, Chief appears to have a different idea in mind, though.
There's nothing pleasant in the morning. Anyway, where are you? I told you millions of times before to keep your lines open.
He did, and not only him. Zach, Rebecca, Isabella, all of them have said the same thing numerous times in the past. But I was undercover last night. A phone call is the last thing I want to happen, when there are other things I need to focus on at the time. Besides, we have radios and work-issued phones. Why isn't he using those channels if this is urgent?
Just woke up, sir. As awesome as it is to hear your voice this morning, it really is early.
What was the deal with the creep lady? Is she possessed? Yeah, she's being possessed by the spirit. That's like, you know, like the whole spiel is like they read a letter that was like, you know, now it's like affecting and like following everyone that read it. You can tell how those clouds in the background look like a
That
triangle.
cloud looks like a triangle? If anything, it looks like a... Never mind.
Don't say it.
if you could give me a few minutes just to wake myself up, that would be swell. No need for that. This won't take long.
And Hannah read the letter. Yes, she. I think, yeah. Like, when is it exactly? They looked at it.
The open house.
Yeah, at the open house. Yeah.
Is something wrong? Am I needed at the precinct ASAP? Oh, no, everything's good over there. Just... Look, kid. Frey, don't take this personally, alright? You're off the Luxborn firm case, starting today. Yep, all of the people that we play as have read it.
Because Isabella like showed pretty much and showed them, so everyone looked at it. Well, I did not expect to hear that either. This must be some kind of a cosmic joke. I allowed some awkward seconds to pass. Chief must be putting another one of his awful pranks. Out of his bad mood or a severe headache, hangover maybe? Everyone knows that when given a chance, he exercises no control of his drinking. If it wasn't for his wife causing a stir, he'd probably be trashed an hour in at the party. He'd likely drink more after they threw her out of the ballroom. Besides, his sense of humor has never been good. It's just infuriating most of the time. When he doesn't follow it up, if I sound a tiny bit frustrated speaking to my own superior, I'm not the one to blame.
Wait, no. What? Are you kidding, Chief? Is this one of your practical jokes again? The temps won't say anything about it, but It's not that. They're orders from the higher-ups.
Ah, the higher-ups. Yes, my favorite word.
Who the The mayor?
I know. Since when did the higher-ups ever cared about what the criminal investigation department did? As far as I could tell, they don't give a hoot if CID is filled with cold cases, as long as we keep the spending low. When I need to view those old case files though, they're locked away in their archives. You're gonna have to check with the higher-ups. I need access to these reports? See if the higher-ups would allow it. Every step, every move in this case, there isn't one that hasn't been gated by some authority. It's not the chief, it's the commissioner, or so they always tell me. Nah, it's God. It makes me wonder why they even bothered assigning it to anyone. Not a single one of them has done anything to help move the case. And I wonder why it's taken this long for even a hint of progress to show?
You can't just drop this on me. You can't just take me off like that. Yes, I can. I'm sorry, Ashton. You're a good detective. One of the best I've seen in years, but... No!
Thanks for the hydrate, Doc. It's a deal.
3 years, Chief. 3 years.
3 years since that anonymous tech leak blew up. Since Luke Wright's name was openly linked to several nasty dealings within Luxborn's corporate world, some of them involving deaths. 3 years, and I was the only one who made it this far. Made much progress than the officers with more experience weren't able to do when they handled this case. Just within a year, and with barely any help from the dang brass at that. Of course I'd be pissed.
Do you know what would have happened if I didn't work my ass off on this thing? If I didn't dedicate a whole year of my time on it? It would have gone cold. Like every fucking case Luke Wright has been linked to. I saved this from getting thrown into the archives, sir. I'm getting close. If you could just... I'm fully aware of what you've done, Frey. The commissioner hasn't been happy with your progress. What the hell is the cooldown on that?
I thought it was like a minute, right?
It's not long enough.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Still too slow by their standards. Too slow. Well, what about those reports I filed? I've documented every freaking thing for them. I've given you every important lead that I can gather. Isn't that enough? They need results, not a bunch of research papers. Not one baseless assumption after another. Concrete proof, Frey. I'm really sorry. They've already made a decision. They're going to pass this on to someone who's been in the Force longer. Someone who has more experience. Someone who has more experience? They meant nothing by it, but you're still too young to work on a case this big. Chief, I've already done more than what those old farts ever did behind their desks. All of it, within just a year of being assigned to this. Watch your language, Frey. Those are your superiors, I'm not some damn rookie fresh out of training. I'm as qualified as they are.
Oh, thanks for the hydrate doc again. Maybe the cooldown is not that long. Futile. I know it is. They never say it within my earshot, but from the very minute I stepped into their precinct, a lot of them had underestimated me. From their stares alone to the assignments I get. To them, I'm still just a kid. Too young, too green, too inexperienced. And once they pull that card on me, every argument I have gets thrown out the window. No matter how logical it is, how much I've accomplished, what the records say. Huh? Oh shoot, it's really fast. For the amount of work I put in every investigation they've thrown my way. I need to fix that probably after.
Save me. We're all aware of your skills, kid. You wouldn't have that badge and rank if you weren't good enough. However, this case is just not for you. Too high profile. Too risky to put a good officer like you in harm's way.
Can he even hear himself? That reasoning is odd in itself. No one joins this line of work without knowing the dangers of it.
Don't I get a second chance? You said it yourself. I'm a good detective. It'll just be a matter of time before we can close this. Doesn't matter what I think, Frey. You're off the case and that's final.
Dang it.
I expect all related files and documents on my desk by Monday morning. And don't even try to go touch anything. I know how hard-headed and determined... Chief, please. A few more weeks. I'll have the proper evidence left on your desk by then. I swear it won't take longer than that. Afraid it's too late, boy. I've already informed the other officers. You aren't to be allowed access until you've been given a new assignment. Hell, just keep out of the precinct, Frey. Take the weekend off. Seriously, Chief, is this about last night? If this is about me being at that party, I have a good reason for it. You were at the party?
Did you not see him? What? Did you not see him? It makes me pause. His weary tone, the sudden careful note in his voice. Slowly a frown forms in my face. My eyebrows knitting together in confusion. Much as I hate to say this about my own boss, there's also suspicion in it. Hard not to think of it that way, seeing how he acted around Hannah Wright last night. Is he worried? Why should he be? Everyone who's anyone was invited. I didn't doubt for a second why he received an invite, even if his presence was questionable. There's something wrong, and I've intentionally walked in to it. All I have is this sneaking suspicion. Well, when one looks at this from a different angle, put everything together. Oh, thank you, Mocha. Also for the hydrate doc.
No, Mocha, why?
Why the
Why
heck
you
I've been
betray
taking
me
up this
so?
case? Might be for the same reason he was there in the first place. F.
Fuck. Yes, Chief, I was for a good reason. What were you doing there? I know we don't have a strict rule against attending functions, but that was...
He coughs, and it almost sounds like he's choking on his own excuses? Lies?
I wasn't there, you didn't see, that
I saw you! I
was,
saw!
my twin brother, yeah,
I don't want to accuse him of anything, yet. He's someone I've respected since I joined LPD, even with his bizarre sense of humor and tendency to procrastinate. He's obviously competent enough to get the job done. She was on the hunt for bangs.
From what we've seen of his personality, he probably was.
Yeah, I think so. He wouldn't be Chief Inspector of Luxborn Police if he wasn't. He wouldn't last years in service without some track record backing him. Unless that too is a fluke? What's backing him is not something, but someone. Oh. Oh, crap.
Oh, shit.
Effing heck.
Fucking hell.
Effing S. Effing poo.
Fucking shit. Chief Harvey, about last night with the...
My twin brother. Oh, it's good. It's good. Fake. It's French.
Why does it matter, Frey? This isn't about that.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter? I recite the whole dang oath we've taken upon being sworn to service if I can, but at this point it seems too late to remind him of that. He's probably already moved from serving and protecting people to serving and protecting his own interests. Dang it. I suspected the upper brass of this, even the lower rank subordinates in the force, but from my own boss? Crap, no wonder that leak didn't lead anywhere. Someone closer might have been pulling the strings. It might have been set up to file long before the F case had been signed to me. But I don't want to just give this up. I don't want to believe I wasted an entire year for this. I don't want this to be the kind of news to tell Professor Clark after all those promises I've given the man.
I just want to know, sir, at the party with Luke and Hannah Wright, you were Monday, Detective Inspector, first thing in the morning. Every copy of the files you have, I want to see it all on my table. Understood? Especially any pictures of me being at that party. Definitely put those on my table.
He's gonna
Every
burn
copy
it.
you have, don't make backups of them. If you can, dig out the memories from your brain of me being at that party and put them on my table Monday morning. Do that too. I was never there. This isn't... Frey, am I understood?
What else can I do other than smile and nod? With my own superior expecting an answer, using that tone, brushing my questions off as easy as discarding a dead body.
Yes. Yes, sir.
He cuts the line as soon as the words are out. You're off the case, Frey. Just like that. Funny why it has still caught me off guard. I've discarded years ago how different the actual thing is, how far from reality everything I believed in as a dreamy-eyed kid. There are no high-speed pursuits every day, no thrilling gunfights, exciting cases every step of the way. Only paperwork, lots of red tape, and dealing with the politics and bureaucracy. I've set out to change things, hoping it'll make things better for the people I care about. It ended up changing me instead. Serves me right for being too idealistic, I guess. This is probably the universe telling me that it's better to remain the skeptic I really am. Now here I am standing useless. Can't even do anything but grit my teeth and kick the wall. Wait, I want some pictures of that Spider-Man. Oh my gosh.
Frey, you never saw me horny howling or
A woo.
bangs, understood?
Oh shoot, the bee didn't even acknowledge my response.
The bastard. Who do you think is that? You think it's Rebecca?
I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, yeah, Rebecca. I figures Rebecca would be the one to find me in this
No.
embarrassing state. Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Doc, again, Sergio. Honestly, I don't like it when she sees me like this. It seems to happen a lot regardless of what I want.
Rebecca, now is not a good time.
The concern I expect from her when I turn isn't there, however. Instead, she just looks, well... The storm I left brewing last night? It's right there on her face, ready to be unleashed. When is
he's
it?
in trouble.
Yeah, when is it ever a good time for you? You're all so busy with everything now. Now I'll find you here, sneaking out without even bothering with a proper goodbye? Not even a word? Really, I'm sorry to think you just keep me around for my couch and my cooking.
Becca, it's not what you're thinking. I wasn't planning on sneaking out. I was going to say goodbye. I just had to take this call. Although, I'm not gonna lie, the couch is great. 10 out of 10, would sleep again.
Stop it with the jokes, Ashton. I'm not in the mood. Her bitterness is not lost on me, but at this point, our friendship and our lives? How does she still expect me to answer that? What am I supposed to tell her now? He keeps her around for the bangs. Oh no.
Are you still mad about last night?
She merely raises an eyebrow at me, which to be honest is all the response I need. Seeing her like this makes me believe those things Z-Man says, the part where Rebecca scares him, sometimes. I've certainly seen this more than once already, but the familiarity of it doesn't really take away from the downhill turn this conversation's starting to take. Only an awkward cough serves as a way to stall.
Okay, of course you're still mad. But whatever happened last night, I really am sorry. I'll apologize as many times as you want. If you want, I'd even kneel or something.
Ashton, an apology is nice and all, but that's not what I wanted to hear from you today.
Alright, fine, okay. Where do you want to start?
Oh, I don't know. I've honestly lost track of it by your third trip to the buffet table.
I wasn't... the drive up there took a bit. Can you blame me if I wanted to grab some appetizers?
Oh, come on, Ash. For the whole evening? For the whole party? Please don't tell me that's all you did, because I've never known you as someone who pigs out. You even took great lengths to avoid me. Should I also mention how you ignored Zach? Sometimes I get the feeling you don't want to be seen with us in public. Some friendship, huh?
You know it's not like that. It's never going to be like that, Becca.
I'll ask this again. Just what were you up to during the party? What were you doing that you couldn't even take 2 seconds to make time for your friends? I couldn't even look her in the eye. It wasn't that I wanted to avoid them. I did it to keep Zach safe, to keep Rebecca safe. Just in case. Client or family friend, it was still a party hosted by a person of interest. My man accused years ago of murdering a person's wife to get what he wanted. But then Chief showed up, Hannah Wright happened, and Luke Wright just can't be bothered to die peacefully somewhere. All of a sudden, none of my original reasons mattered. If I was found out right then and there, heck, if Zach and Rebecca's connection with me was found out, who knows what might have happened. Rebecca doesn't understand that. Doesn't understand what I can and can't say to keep them from harm. It's on her eyes, and a tight line of her lips, and her furrowed brows. The hurt. The stage is off to a wonderful start. First my case, now Becca. How do we go about this?
I don't like either option. I like the choose the truth option.
Yeah.
Um,
Which one's the better? Stretch the truth?
I guess stretch the truth is closest to it.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I couldn't just say, "Hey Becca, you know the rights? You're suspected to be ringleaders of a crime syndicate," and stuff like that. A poo like that.
And shit like that.
Protocol or otherwise, there's so many things I'm not allowed to tell others. Even if I'm able to share information with civilians, knowing anything could very well put them in danger. That's why I keep it vague. I'm scared of facts. Or when push comes to shove, stretch the truth and lie through my teeth. It's a necessity I've grown to deal with. It's always become a part of me, no matter how much I love doing it.
I mentioned it, didn't I? I was there on behalf of someone else. I was on business, Becca. I wasn't there to have a good time.
She doesn't look convinced at all. Although she's a very picture of someone who's at least willing to listen, her glare effectively takes a good 20 off my current years.
She's got the look.
Yeah.
She's got looks like a kill.
Yeah. I feel like a kid
Got the
again.
Death glare.
Yeah. Being reprimanded by my junior high school teacher for sleeping in class. Do his friends not know they know he's a detective, but he's always very like, he never tells them all like his, you know, the details of his case.
Sorry. I don't know what the hell that was.
It's okay. Beginning with that is easier than with this one. It's a thing with someone you've been friends with for so long. They're the ones who know you inside out. Good grades wouldn't be enough for Rebecca to let this whole thing slide. You can't even spare a single second to mingle?
What was I supposed to say? Hi, fancy meeting you here. Would you like to dance? By the way, those appetizers are really good. You should try some. Like that? I've got a boss guy breathing down my neck. I don't exactly have the luxury of doing as I please.
They should just assume he was working. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be like, oh, he's, you know, why doesn't he say hi to us? No, he's probably doing something. I'm ready for a 4-hour stream. I don't know if we're going that long, but oh my goodness. At least we're trying to get to like the bottom of things with you know, with Ashton. This much is true. My reasons for being at the party too. However, Chief's presence last night made a lot of things difficult. Approaching him was out of the question when there was someone watching, a person who knew the reason why I was there. It turned out to be a good call on my part. But for someone who's already angry beyond reason, everything will only sound like an excuse. Cut the poop.
Cut the shite.
I saw you stuffing your face with the deviled eggs while your own boss is off on the other side of the room. Getting to defeat the situation. You didn't even exchange a word or glance with him either. In fact, I think you're also avoiding the man. Just say you don't want to talk about it instead of lying to my face. I do feel guilty, still. We've already been down this road. This is something I've done so repeatedly in the past. Something she's heard from me more times than all my fingers could count. Something I just have to get over with at this moment.
I'm sorry. You know that, Becca. I really, really am. I wouldn't do this shit if I didn't have a good reason to.
And you know that I don't like you lying to me. If you can't tell the truth, just don't say anything and shut your gob. I swear, Ashton Frey, you're just so dense. I'm so angry, I can't even bear to look at you right now. Because I swear I'll knock you right off your block. I mean, what good reason could you have to act like an antisocial arsehole? The only time you did talk to me was to rally me about Luke. What was that all about? Were you somehow expecting me to just accept everything as it is?
What the
I don't know about that.
You really shouldn't go near that man, Becca.
Why? Because you don't trust him? I wonder if you actually trust anyone. Aside from 3 of us, Zach, Isabella, and myself, do you even have any other friends? If you're perfectly fine with that, then go ahead. No one is stopping you, but don't expect me to share the same views.
I have other friends.
Come on,
I've
Becca.
Shirley and
Did your brain really go to your bangs? I can have a life of my own, friends I don't necessarily share with you. I'm an adult, Ashton. I can make my own bloody decisions. I sure as heck can choose the people I want to let into my life. Of course she's allowed to do as she pleases. I never mentioned she couldn't. Thank you for the hydrate talk. The us growing up together doesn't mean it always has to be just the 2 of us. It's a dumb idea to believe in when nothing ever remains constant. Things have notably changed through the years. She make friends with people outside of our little circle. I'm just as free to form relationships with other people. But why of all people did it have to be him? Why does it have to be Luke Wright? That guy is nothing but trouble. How could she defend a guy like that? She's already calling him Luke for Pete's sake.
I trust Zach. I trust Isabella. And I trust you, Rebecca. So why can't you trust me on this? You need to stay away from that man because
So he's dangerous, that's it.
I really wish I could tell you.
What was that saying Isabella mentioned before? A liar is a brother of a thief. People who look at me now will probably say I'm a hair's breadth away from being a criminal. The Z-Man said something like that once a few years into our friendship. I laughed it off back then, but now? They're probably right. Little by little, I'm becoming the very kind of person I hate. How ironic. The silence afterwards brings an even heavier air between us. Something that Rebecca thankfully doesn't allow to linger more than necessary. I suppose you have to go now, huh? The situation's already awkward as it is. Dragging this out will only make it more... what? Difficult? Messed up? As if it isn't already. Back to your case again? I don't really have to. I have no case. As far as the job is concerned, I have the weekend off until I have to report to Chief on Monday. I don't want to just throw in a towel on this. Orders are orders. This isn't like the movies. I don't get to say, F off, throw my gun and badge at him, become some vigilante, save the day and get my job back.
Fuck off.
I'd rather get my butt thrown in jail than do any of that. But it's also not my nature to sit still and do nothing. It would drive me crazy if I just idle about. Besides, there's someone who has to know about this whole Luke thing, thing.
Yeah, I need to go talk to Professor Clark. And there's something else I need to look into.
That other matter she mentioned last night specifically. The same stuff Zachary has also been trying to tell me. Things even the news have been blasting out to the general populace lately. Evening, afternoon, morning, all deaths with the same modus. Blamed on a single serial killer. Or is it still the case?
Found dead in the early hours of the morning.
After becoming Batman? Ashman. That's a good one.
The fire was contained within the room and no other tenants were harmed, according to Luxborn police.
We're grasping at straws as far as these murders are concerned. In the first place, I'm not even the one heading this investigation, yet look at me treating it as if it's another high-profile case on my shoulder. How sad is that? Although all three of my friends have mentioned seeing something strange, I don't want to go into that line of thinking for now. You saw it? Okay. You saw it too, man. Not yet.
No, that was just some like really trashy lady that
yeah.
somehow crashed the party.
Not yet. Not until I've exhausted every logical argument I could throw at it. To be honest though, I don't know how to take all of this anymore. Is the creepy lady responsible for the murders? Yes. But I've already given Isabella my word. It'd bother me more if I didn't follow up on a promise I made to her. And after Rebecca's claims last night, there won't be enough sarcasm in the world if what my friends have been telling me is true. I can already hear Isabella's laughter, in fact. Figures. What else can it be?
It's not another case. It's something else. That issue Isabella mentioned yesterday morning. I'm sure you remember. You were there.
Well, at least you're not neglecting all your friends.
Becca, I promised her I'll...
She doesn't wait for me to finish. Roll her eyes, she turns around and shuts the door in my face.
Oof.
I have no idea what I've said this time, but...
I probably deserve that.
We'll just have to fix this some other time. By then, her temper's sure to have cooled off significantly. Hopefully. For now, I can't laze around. Gotta attend to things that matter more. Professor Clark first, deliver the bad news, then that issue with BRC and Isabella. Maybe I'll also drop by Zach's, check on him, hear what he has to say. He has also read that dang letter. Has also been saying odd things about a bunch of photographs. Might as well while I'm here. Playing a paranormal detective? Or was it supernatural? I can't remember. Whatever. It won't hurt anyone if I try to get to the bottom of this. If nothing comes out of this, good. Everyone can shut up about stupid curses and we can finally get back on track of our lives. On to more important stuff. If there is something...
Who do you think that is?
I don't know. Oh, Isabella.
Isabella.
There's a moment of confusion when I don't see her familiar ponytail about, only to find her standing behind the door to her apartment seconds later. Isabella holds it open, though only slightly, as if to hide from anyone who might happen to pass by. This early and on a lazy weekend? I doubt anyone would. But from a gap in what little light there is behind her, I could make the appearance of someone who has just clearly gotten off from bed. Hair in complete disarray, eyes still heavy with sleep, a small pout on her lips. She hasn't even got out of her pajamas. I look away long before my sense of decorum kicks in?
Decorum.
Oh, decorum. Okay, thank you. We might be friends. I even dare say we've grown closer over the years, but that doesn't extend beyond the bounds of propriety. Christ, even if Rebecca never greets early visitors in her sleep clothes. Though maybe it's our fault why she's up this early. Still, heat makes a slow crawl up my neck. One that I quickly downplay with a solid cough.
Isabella, you're up early.
Lame.
No, I'm not. I'm usually up at this hour. You're the one that usually sucks at getting up early. Says the person who looks like she's just fallen out of bed.
Instead of the usual quip, she simply averts her gaze at some point beside her, and although it only flashes briefly across her face, an expression of hurt flickers in her eyes. It disappears the second she turns her attention back to me, but that moment has sent a worried twinge in my stomach. I've seen it on her plenty of times before, just never in a manner that unsettles. It feels, I don't know, off this time? I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
Damn, Ash, can't catch a break. Hey, are you... Ash just keeps goofing all
I
his
know.
social encounters.
Say, I don't know how to really talk to my friends.
Oh, fuck. I might not be good at the socialization thing. Anyway, was that Becca with you? You both sound like Mama and Papa when they fight. You're awfully loud. If we get another memo from the landlady, I'm asking the guard to ban you from ever entering this place. Me? Becca's the one almost shouting. No!
Thanks for the hydrate talk. The deal.
Yeah, well, she lives here. You don't. You have no excuse. You're the suspicious looking person. Thanks. Glad at least one person appreciates how I pretty up this place. Don't flatter yourself. This place would be so much better without having to see your face every few days.
She follows it up with another pout. But her ruffled appearance, particularly how puffy her eyes are, I notice just now, takes away from the intimidating effect she's trying to show. Really, right now she just looks more like an angry puppy. I might have laughed had it not given me another nagging sense that something is definitely wrong with her. What? Has she been crying earlier? That is worrying. She really does that. The only time it happened, the one time I've ever seen her genuinely tear up over something, I think it was after Devlin Court, the night at the bridge. I want to ask. She seems determined to keep it to herself, though.
Belle, did something about yesterday, Ash? The thing we talked about. Do you think we can take a look at it today? We? I never said you're coming with me. Don't worry, I didn't forget about it. You'll be the first to know if I find anything. No, I want to go with you. I'll be ready in a few. This won't take long. Isabella, you really don't have to. I can handle it on my own. You'll just... I won't get in the way, I promise. Besides, maybe I can help. You know? If there are files you want to check.
I don't like what she's implying. It's true LPD is having a hard time with this, but taking Isabella with me? It's out of the question. Under normal circumstances.
You're the one who's going to get in trouble if you do that. You said it yourself. You need information, and I can help you get that. And it's not like it matters anymore. I just don't want to stand around doing nothing today.
There it is again. The slight shift in her eyes, the mild trees forming between her eyebrows, and the mild slump in her shoulders while she crosses her arms tightly around herself. Like she's shielding herself from whatever painful thing there is out here. I have plenty of reasons why I shouldn't let her tag along. First and foremost, she's a civilian. Second, I have no concrete plan of action yet. I'm going into this blind. No matter how I look at it, it's simply better for her to just wait so she won't drag into what might be another one of my failures. Her assumptions might be a dead end for all we know, but seeing the expression on her, hearing her speak those words out loud in a desperate, almost pleading tone, I can't bring myself to say no. So I give in, because right there, I see myself in her. The person who doesn't want to stay idle, who doesn't want to think of the problems haunting him.
Alright, 5 minutes.
Files like data on feet? No, not the data on feet.
Wait, you're timing me? Well, I can't wait forever. I'm a very busy guy. 4 minutes and 45 seconds, Isabella. I hate you so much. I'm taking back what I said last week. You haven't changed at all. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. 29, 28. I'd hurry if I were you. Ah, you're awful. I hope you never get a girlfriend.
He slams the door right after. Although my chuckles, the mirth and the lightness in it linger. With her, those have always come easy somehow. Even as the echoes fade and only the ghost of a smile remains.
It's not like I'm looking for anyone else.
I want to tell her. It's not because I can't. I won't. I'm the one who has chosen not to, until I fix myself, until I find myself underneath all that guilt and those lies I've been telling all these years. Because no matter how heavy the weight of these feelings are, I'm not yet worthy of them. Of her. Until then, little words and gestures are the only things I can offer. Minor stuff such as digging deeper into this thing with BRC in order to ease her worries. I'm not even sure if this will give us anything. Unlike with the firm case, which I already have proper leads on, I'm just going by her word on this. Speaking of the Luxembourg and firm case, I still have to inform the professor. The apprehension's there for sure. I made a lot of promises to the man. I would have preferred to tell him in person, not over the phone. But it's better for him to hear it from me rather than from a stranger. And my lungs offer steady support while I wait for him to answer. I like to think I can do this without losing my nerve. My grip on the bar surely tightens though once the call connects.
Ashton? Not running today, Professor?
He's usually at the park on late Saturday mornings, as long as it isn't raining cats and dogs. Keeps him young and healthy, he says, and he's certainly fit for a man of his age if his... how do you say it? Sedentary?
Sedentary.
Oh.
Where you're just kind of sitting around. Well, not necessarily sitting around doing nothing, but like, you know, sitting at a desk job
Yeah,
could be
like,
a sedentary.
okay.
Oh, no, not today.
Santa, are we going to the creepy section in the library again? No, we're not. At least I don't think so. He's definitely at the usual place, though. Cheers and laughter, likely from children and families, filtered through the receiver. I tend to avoid the park precisely because of this. No new use reminding myself of the could-haves when it's already over. Mom's doing well for her career. Dad's also fine last time I visited. Although neither were married, both content with their lives as it is. I'm probably the only one still caught up with it, hence my aversion. But all in all, it's still a pleasant sight to see, if you're the kind who takes joy in such sights like Professor Clark does.
Just thought I'd enjoy the nice weather before it takes a turn from the norm again. And what do I owe the pleasure?
The guy certainly seems happy right now. In any case, I almost don't want to break the news to him. But it's better to get this off quick as long as he doesn't shoot the messenger. He's not the type. However long-held resentment can change a person, even someone as mild-mannered as a professor.
I was hoping to talk to you about the case.
I suppose I'm just a downer today. As soon as I say those words, he pauses, and the lightness in his voice is gone in an instant. Every time we've talked about this in the past, he does that. He's probably trying to gauge the situation based on the tone of my voice.
Ashton, you're not about to disappoint me, are you? You're not about to.
Sorry, Professor.
You're not about to disappoint Southern Santa, are you?
Santa.
Southern Santa, does keep the naughty and nice lists. I sometimes put people who disappoint me on the naughty list. You don't want to be on the naughty list, do you, Ashton?
No, Santa.
I don't think you want to get on my fucking naughty list.
Oh, shoot.
I'll give you one big goddamn piece of coal, Ashton.
Perhaps a good thing I'm delivering this news to the phone. Who knows what he'll see in my face and my mannerisms. The art of keen observation? I learned it from the man. He probably already has an idea what this might be about, from the manner of my speaking alone.
You aren't in trouble, are you? Like a naughty person would be?
For a second, I hesitate, looking at the dirt beneath my shoes. But I manage eventually. After a long, ragged draw of breath, I pick up where I've left off. Though still fumbling with my words. Pizza coal!
Well, I'm in a bit of trouble if you can call it that. Ashton.
He only assumes that tone when there's a reprimand at his heels.
But I'm not in danger or anything. You said that same excuse a million times before, Detective Inspector.
It'll be getting launched from my coal launcher.
That exasperated rasp in your voice tells a different story. It's nothing like what you're thinking. Don't worry. I was taken off the Luxborn firm case.
I expect anger, frustration, maybe even disappointment. And all it gives me is a small sigh of relief.
That's it. I'm getting out my paper and my quill.
No!
Is that so? Well, at least you aren't in danger. Liz wouldn't be too happy if she heard you right now.
Liz. Aunt Liz, she insisted. I call her. His late wife. A sweet-tempered woman by so many standards. They were never blessed with kids, and contented herself with simply managing their bakery. But she's as close as I had to a mom in the few years I had known her. The professor, too. In the absence of my own parents in my life, the two filled the ache their divorce left in me.
Believe me, you'd get an earful. You don't want to show up in her doorstep looking like you haven't slept a week either.
How many years has it been since? 9? 10? I can still remember it vividly. Two men, firmly dressed, briefcases in hand, and a stern look on each of their faces. They were already frequent visitors to the bakery for a few months. Something about the lot being a prime property in downtown Luxborn. I think they were hoping to sell a deal with them, but neither of the couple gave in to their demands. Why should they? That quaint little shop was a dream for them. Aunt Liz sent me home early that night, after a fruitless wait for the professor. The next morning, news of a bakery razed to the ground had spread across the whole city, one casualty. A few weeks later, the property was sold to Wright Enterprise. An effing hotel now stands in its place. Of course, an investigation was launched after the incident. The name Luke Wright was briefly at the center of it, but with lack of any evidence, the case ultimately went cold. The professor hides it well. However, I can tell that he hates that man to this day. He might even blame Luke Wright for every tragedy that happens in the city. He has never blamed me, though, when I'm as equally responsible. I knew something's off the moment those men stepped inside the shop. I could have saved her that night. I could have prevented anything from happening to her, called for help or whatever. I didn't. So he continues to eat at me until today. The guilt. The Luxborn firm case would have been our chance at reopening that old case if we could prove Luke Wright of his crimes. Instead, we're back to square one. Yet all he has for me are words of comfort. To think he can still be concerned about me after my carelessness, after I broke another promise a second time. People never cease to amaze me.
You might think that you have failed as an officer, or maybe you think that you have failed me. And you know, more than anyone, I would love to see that man taken down. If anyone deserves to be tried in high court, it's him. And you'd be right. You have failed me.
No!
And I'm not angry, Luke, but I am disappointed. While I won't be giving you coal this Christmas, I'm also not going to give you that thing you've asked for this year. Yes, that's right. The big book of bangs. You're not getting it this year.
Book of bangs.
Yeah. And you're not getting that subscription to a Big Bangs magazine either.
No. Book of bangs. Book of bangs.
This is
Book of bangs. Oh my gosh.
And you're getting banned from my OnlyFans.
No.
I just can't have disappointments be showing up there. So you won't be able to see all the bangs that I put on display on the OnlyFans. I'm glad nothing's happened to you while you're working on this. That's what's most important. I'd hate to get news like that again.
Suddenly, he stops. I imagine a thoughtful look flashing in his eyes as he thumbs the wedding band on his ring finger before he continues. Under habit. He has never removed it since that day. Has never thought once to remarry, even when he managed to continue with his life and return to some semblance of normalcy. And his way of honoring her, I suppose, when he couldn't bring to justice the man responsible for his loss. Some people are just hard to forget.
It's not like another death. Yours or even his will bring back my wife.
Silence falls between us afterwards. I don't quite know what to say after that, really. Should I apologize? Show him some sympathy? Going into this, I should have thought of something other than just breaking the news to him. As it is, it seems the only thing we can do is feel sorry for each other's misfortunes.
I apologize too, putting you up to this.
In another occasion, under different circumstances, I might have accepted that, but...
You didn't have to. We've already done more than any officer has investigated this. So don't worry about this, old man. I know your department's people have all their hands full recently too, but with the upsetting news we've been getting as of late, that's almost every day. I'm not entirely sure if that has anything to do with the other. It seems too big even for someone like him. But if this is what that man's doing... Professor, please.
Maybe if things around me hadn't started going beyond my control. The letter, the mansion, the supposed curse behind those, I'd still be quick to blame it all on the yeah.
The bastard.
Yeah, me too. But as much as I want to keep holding him responsible for it, to add another to his list of sins, it might not be the case. Agreeing will only cut a deeper wound on the professor. I don't want him to keep clinging to this resentment for much longer. He's already gone through so many years of it. This kind of anger is the sort that blinds people. Despite his reassurances, the bitterness still seeps into every syllable he utters. It's one thing for me to act like this. It's painful to watch someone I've considered a second father go down this path.
Please don't apologize. It's really alright. I can try to get it back on Monday when I meet with the chief. No promises, but if not, I'll make sure to keep an ear out for any news. Chief said he's passing it on to a senior officer. I should be able to catch a few tidbits every once in a while. But I swear I won't just give up on this. I'll do everything in my power to get Aunt Liz's case reopened for you.
Promises again. A bad habit at this point. I wish I could do more for him. All this time, I prided myself over being the one to always know. But suddenly, Aside from Wright and the murders plaguing the city, I have ghosts and curses to worry about. Things that are completely out my depth. Professor Clark's right in some way. Things would be so much easier if we just blamed Luke Wright for all of this. At least finding evidence would be a breeze, and I'd be all too happy to put him in the place he belongs. Although if he was in any way also complicit to what's happening. Oh, he said legalities. Legalities, okay. I don't even use that word. Have my hands tied. Well, maybe that's my fault. I might have missed a ticket to closing the case once for all last night. If only I had done a better job during the party. But then the commotion. There was Hannah Wright and Rebecca distracting me from our purpose too. I'd include that gate crasher as well, even though it's only for a moment. We're clean closer. I think we're gonna just probably finish this a little bit and then that should be it.
Yeah.
So many things have gone wrong last night that...
This isn't a prank. I saw something.
Yeah, what's that lady doing in the corner still?
Chad,
you know?
look. Look, it's your favorite artwork.
Yeah.
See? This is why I didn't want to tell you guys.
It's okay, it's just some lady.
It's not a joke. Will you guys listen to me first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me.
Booba.
Booba, you can't look at that. That's dirty. We've been looking at bangs.
The bangs.
You gotta look at the bangs. Yeah. If I hadn't gotten away, that thing might have...
Last night, at the party.
But it's real. What do you think I saw?
Oh yeah, this is where they actually looked at all looked at the letter. Yeah. She dropped it.
It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing. We're all in danger. I thought you were my friends. Why don't you believe me?
That woman. Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her. Pooh.
Shit.
If that was what Isabella had been warning us about, if it was the same thing that Rebecca talked about last night, what Zach told me about a few days prior, how many of these instances have I dismissed since reading the letter? How many have I ignored and passed off as some effect of fatigue or lack of sleep? You mean like everyone?
Maybe the ghost has been like showing herself to Ash.
And he's just sleeping.
Other times before that, he's just like, "Oh, that's weird." He just walks away, and the ghost is just like, "What the hell?"
Because I've been trying to like spook
this
you.
Guy?
He's not even looking at me. Even last night, a hallucinogen lacing the food is the first thing I considered, purely because that's what my training dictates. It's a mindset I've grown used to. The setting the gears in my head automatically takes in a situation like that. Of course, I'm not discounting all of that yet until I have enough information, something to form a conclusion from. Proof in whatever for it may come. But thinking straight is impossible when all of a sudden all your beliefs are being upturned, in the most violent way possible at that. Jesus, I need a sounding board. I need to talk to someone, and Zach's the best person for that.
Right, I have to go, Professor. Oh, no problem, but what are you...
Is Ash finally waking up?
Missuki, my immersion's been broken. The time on call reset after the
flashbacks.
Did?
That's not right.
Yeah. Yeah, my immersion's broken. This game's bad now.
I don't have time to stop and listen to what the professor has to say as I cut the call short. In the same second, Isabella emerges from her apartment, fully dressed and ready for the day. It took a long... How long was it at that call? Did you look? he gave her 5 minutes, right?
5 minutes, Isabella, yeah.
Yeah, he gave her 5 minutes.
Isabella, we're leaving you behind.
As usual, she greets me with a smile, but it falls just as fast once she catches a glimpse of my face. Shame. That would have been the first comforting thing I see today. It annoys me that I'm partially responsible for the worried one replacing it. I must look close to a picture of someone choking or dying because there's nothing but concern in the first words she speaks.
Ash, do you need to go to the bathroom?
I'm not constipated.
Yeah, no, I don't, okay? But we should hurry. Come on, don't forget to lock your door. I'm not constipated. Seriously, you look like you're about to fall over or poop your pants or something. Are you alright? Because if you're planning to faint right here, I won't be able to carry you. Yes, don't mind me. I just remembered some stuff from last night. I need to talk to Z-Man about this. Mind if we drop by his place first? No!
Thanks for the hydrate, Dexter.
Oh my,
Deal.
first water bottle is empty. Luckily, I
Oh,
have
no.
some other blue refreshing liquid that I can drink. Hydration.
I'm okay with this one because we are gonna be done soon.
Shouldn't we call him to let him know? It's still pretty early, though we'd probably arrive there around noon. Also, what do you mean about this? Is Zach? He was also there when I opened the letter, right? He read it too. I'm sure he's fine, but it wouldn't hurt to check on him to make sure. See if you'll say the same things you told me yesterday.
If he's also been seeing things, if it's also the same woman I saw last night. Wait, Pete? Wait, what?
I don't. Theo, are you suggesting that the other thing I'm drinking is pee? Because I said it's blue. Is your pee blue, Theo? Do you regularly pee blue?
I think you should see a doctor.
I'm not.
Alien pee.
Theo outed themselves as being not of this world.
Whoa.
I'm not saying there's really a curse yet, but we have to look at this from every possible angle. And don't worry, you won't mind. He's probably just watching TV right now. Let's go. He's probably watching Bangs Gone Wild.
Oh my god.
Okay, but speak up if you're not feeling well. You really look like you're choking on something. You didn't have to do this for me in the first place.
It's no secret, it's lore? Oh my goodness. You have alien pee? Wait, you're an alien?
You know it's not as simple as that.
We head down to my car in record time, with not a single second wasted to hit the road and drive to Zach's place. If any one of us, other than Isabella, who knows anything about what's going on, who can help sort the muddled mess my mind is? It's got to be him. He listened to her. Alright, we are gonna end it there. I think that's good. Good time.
That is a good place to end
Yes.
it. I would normally jokingly press you to read
But
another
no, I think
chapter.
I think we're like tired.
Yeah, I want to finish some work stuff before I pass out.
It's fine.
But also, do you want to continue watching that?
I might watch like a little bit, but my mind, my mind's kind of like
Yeah.
a little bit, you know. Okay. But yeah, it was great. I would say it was really fun. Thanks again for the collab, Doc and Sis. Even though we mostly talked about it, somehow went to the bangs and stuff. Conversation was very interesting.
I would like to say that it wasn't me that started the topic about bangs, and therefore it wasn't my fault.
But you contributed
That's how
to
that
the
works.
you contributed to the conversation though.
No. I didn't start it, therefore I'm not at fault. That's how that works. Totally. It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Watch it. No, wait, feet? No feet. You're welcome. Ione, you started this. Please check the Discord. I don't even want to know if it actually is that. You better not.
Well, if it wasn't Ione's fault either, then I guess no one was really to blame.
Everyone, y'all like contributed to the conversation. And then you started talking about, Hannah and Rebecca's bangs, yeah?
Just admiring the art.
Admiring the art.
Misuki, there's not anything like wild there in Nez channel.
I know, I don't see anything. Y'all lying. Oh my god, there's a hidden feet section. Who did that? Who did that? What?
Wait, hold on. You seriously only saw that until now?
Yeah, I just saw that just now. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just saw that. Oh, Doc, you... My goodness. It actually is legit. It's legit. Oh my god. And that's a great bangs. Rebecca had a good pair too. I can't believe it's real. I told you it was real. I thought you were just joking, Sir Theo. Feet pics. Oh my gosh, it actually is Pikachu feet. Oh.
Do you like the Chewbacca one?
The Chewbacca one. Whoa, you... Oh my god. What is this?
The first one I drew by hand.
Wow, that's actually pretty good.
Do you see the feet lore?
Oh my gosh. The feet lore is usually napping a lot and likes drooling over feet.
It didn't exist until Theo suggested that there was a hidden feet section in the Discord, and I was like, you know what, that's a brilliant idea. And so I went and I made the category channel.
No. There you go. I can't believe it's real. Doc, you're an artist. Oh my goodness. Hidden. They're probably gonna wonder, like, what is this? You've been scheming this whole time? Betrayed. Betrayed.
Only good things come of giving Doc powers.
Oh my Well, thank you for creating that, I guess, that channel.
Thanks.
I guess. Perfect. Oh goodness. Okay, I think we can raid someone. You have anyone?
Would you like suggestion?
Yeah.
Let's see. There is Beelzebella. There's also probably some other people if Twitch will tell me. Oh, there we go. I just forgot where they put the thingy. Let's see. There's also. I keep seeing Misuki VT and almost suggesting me.
Yeah, suggest myself. Let's raid Lena.
Let's see.
Yeah. Lena's streaming right now.
Wait, Lena's streaming?
No, she's not. She's not.
Damn it, y'all got
In
me.
a million years.
We're all
I would rate a Lena stream.
I
Let's
would
see,
too.
let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have some others if you want to rate somebody other than Beelzebub.
Okay. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming and watching. It was great. We got a lot of progress. I think we have, what's it? As Ashton's chapter, and then we have Luke's, so we're almost done, finally. Almost. And I think after Luke's, I think there might be like an extra one after, right? Where it's just the whole everyone? I don't know for sure. At first, Doc to hydrate in the Lena stream. Lena probably put one on there too.
A couple of them have big bangs.
Big bangs.
Chat might appreciate.
Oh my. Doc did a lot of drinking. Yeah, a lot of water. Nice. Absolutely raid Lena stream. Yes. We must. When in a million years when Lena streams. Right, we can raid Tantan. I think they're playing Left 4 Dead 2. Alright, let me just get that started. Alright everyone, thanks again. Thanks again for watching. It's really fun. Next week I'm going to be doing a collab with Ione, Leah, and Head Butler. We're gonna be playing Lethal Company. That's gonna be quite fun and chaotic, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really It's gonna be on Wednesday. Yeah, thanks for being here, Sergio. And Mocha. Thanks for the head pat.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
Yep, and then we'll pick I think probably we'll try to finish up the letter. Maybe in a couple weeks. Just so yeah. Oh,
Wait,
thanks for the hydrate. Oh no, that's
refreshing.
right. Why did you do it? Now he's drinking soda.
Wonderful. What? How? What? You know, it's blue. It's refreshing. Water that could describe water.
It's what do you call it? It's alien pee.
That's gross.
Okay, it's gonna end now. Okay, bye everyone. Take care. Have a
Bye.
good rest of your weekend. Have a good
Wait,
night.
I have one thing to say before we go.
What's that?
Whoa.
Thank you for the feet.
No. Okay,
That is
bye.
truly the most important message. Thank you for the feet, chat.